need to cough. Oh god. Good morning, Chips. It's fishing time from London. It's fishing time from the UK. I'm back when I'm in the UK. Is everything like nagging? You sound so much better now. Yeah, my voice is basically 99% back. I was like really husky and hoarse like until yesterday. Maho, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Alex G, thank you so much for 5 months of Overclock's 5 months of Overclock memberships. Thank you so much. W Maho, W Alex. An international hacker indeed. One will call me Miss Worldwide. Bit of lag, but it's all good. I don't know. You sound like you're inside a fridge. Wait, okay, guys, how bad is the background noise? How bad is it? Is it like super loud? The fan noise? Is it like really loud? Because I think I'm gonna need I don't know what to do basically, because it's funny. Is it that loud? Is it really loud? I don't know what to do, because I right now I'm streaming in a very you thought I was a washing machine? Washing machine? So Cole's like, you sound like you're in a washing machine, and Nev's like, I can hardly hear it. Which is it? Is that the protein they created? Hey, okay, so I'm not actually in that room right now. So basically, Delta, thank you so much for the super chat. We miss you, fish. That said, I hear no background noise. You guys try to just say this to make me feel better. You know, right now I have the microphone in my hand. I'm literally holding it, like right now. So basically, I actually posted my temp setup on Discord, which was the table in Gummy's living room. However, I moved from there because basically Gummy has 2 flatmates. One of them's Kutch, and the other one works like night shifts. Night shifts, I think, or whatever. Like they work like hours where they're not really awake at night, or they're not around at night. So I thought it would be okay for me to stream, but it seems they're on, so they work like, I don't know, like 12 days on and 12 days off or something. I don't know, something like that. And unfortunately, I caught the tail end of their, like, you know, shifts. So now they're back, and like, and their computers in the living room, and they cough and like clear their throat like super loudly, like constantly. And that would have bothered me a lot. Like, I don't mind people talking in the background. That background noise is like okay to me. But like noises like constantly in the back, like that will bother me. So I can't. I thought it's better that I try to do it from her salon, but her salon is really small. So it's basically the size of in the UK, maybe British Chips will understand. You know, like a single bedroom size. That's how I do hand and mic and everything. Wait, literally, that's me right now. My hand, like, I've got it in my hand, like, because I actually brought. Wait, I've got a funny story to talk about my mic. I've got a funny story about my mic. Well, I'll tell you guys afterwards. Can you get a mani-pedi? Wait, I'm not the nailist. That's Gummy, and she's sleeping. The box room, yes, a box room. So it's a really small box room, and like. So Gummy's got a bed in here, which is her plushie bed. It's like a hospital bed, Victorian hospital bed, where she like puts all her plushies on. And I made some space for myself on the bed, so I've got somewhere to sleep. By the way, this room is very hot, because this room is full of stuff. Like, she's got so much stuff in this room. There's like hundreds of plushies. There's like hundreds of small like trinkets and things like that, and also all her nail stuff. And it's carpeted, right? So this room is really hot. Like, it's boiling in here. So I have to have a fan on in here, because like Well, you know what? You know what? Like, recording in this room would be so good because there's like so much to absorb the sound. Like, there's zero reverb in this room because like there's just so much stuff in here. But obviously the downside is that it's mega hot. Like, it feels like an inferno in here. So I have to have the fan on, and I think you're hearing 3 fans at the moment. You're hearing the big fan, which is like keeping the room cool. You're hearing my PC's fan, my laptop's fan, which is like super loud at the moment because my laptop is overheating from just running OBS and webcam software. And you're also hearing another fan. So I've got like a fan pad thing like underneath my laptop to keep it cool. So you're hearing 3 fans right now. The sacrifice for good audio. Well, it would have been a bit more comfortable in the living room, but like I said, like I don't want to tell Gummy's flatmate, hey, can you just stop coughing? Can you just be quiet? 'Cause I'm streaming. Like it's not my house, right? So it's not my house, so I can't like really tell others what to do. So I am in her salon now. What I've done is, oh my god, this setup is so scuffed.
Welcome home, fish.
Oh god, wait, I can't hear TTS. Oh no, wait, I forgot to put my earphones on. Hold on. Hold on, my earphones. See, this is something I forgot about. Was that lag? Yeah, I'm like lagging like crazy. I don't know what to do, guys. Like, I don't know if I can... I have to see if I think I haven't updated my graphics card either. Sorry, I'm probably sounding really far away. I put my mic down. So thank you so much for the server contribution, and welcome home, fish. I'm home! She's coming home! New laptop funds? I don't want to buy a new laptop! This isn't like such a waste of money. Like, I don't want to waste money on it. Because, like, I don't know. I don't want to waste money on a laptop. And I don't know how I'll be able to carry it back because I've already got, you know, this laptop. 2.5 kgs, by the way. 2.5 kg, this laptop. Waste? It'll be a waste because, like, I wouldn't really use it, right? How easy is a laptop to upgrade? Not very easy. Not very easy. And this laptop is about 7-8 years old, so, yeah. You can reappropriate funds for a rainy day laptop fund when you return. But when I return, I won't need a laptop. I won't need it. Why is it a waste when we contribute to your well-being? But like, if it was something like, you know, something, I don't know how to describe it, something that's actually really necessary for my survival, I mean, then that's just my job to do that by myself. I don't know, I just feel like, I don't know, I don't want you guys to waste your money like that. And I can't really be spending, like, willy-nilly because, like, in case I have to move back to the UK, it's gonna cost me a lot of money. Like, maybe it's gonna cost me about £10,000 or more. So, like, it's gonna cost me a lot of money to me. So I can't, like, just spend on, like, frivolously. And if I, like, you know, try to, like, you know, now obviously I'm professionally unemployed. I'm a hacker. But what if I have to get a real job? What if I can't be a hacker anymore and I can't stream? So I don't know, like, I want to prioritize streaming more than anything. It'll be a lot to invest for a temporary problem unless it's fully necessary. That's exactly, thank you for putting, yeah, I'm not good at speaking, but that's exactly what I meant, yeah. I'm not good, that's what I meant, that's what I meant. I feel like it's a temporary problem, so, like, maybe, like, I can just, like, try to power through it. Would it make you happy to get a new laptop? I wouldn't really use it. That's the thing. That's why I'm a bit like apprehensive about it. And yeah, exactly. I can't put it on Throne anyway because like there's a limit on Throne. We have a $200 limit on Throne. But you guys did help me. Well, Kai helped me. Thank you, Kai, for my new keyboard fund. So now my 7-year-old keyboard that I've been using for 7 years. Or 6 years, sorry. I've been using a keyboard for 6 years, the same keyboard. I'm going to finally replace that one. So that's nice. That's something that will make me happy because that's, you know, 7-year-old terrible keyboard. So I'm really happy I can replace that, to be honest. Real jobs suck. That's exactly. Who wants a real job? I'd rather be a hacker. A white hat hacker, by the way. Don't forget. I don't hack for evil, guys. Hack for good. You're supporting a good hacker. That's a good keyboard. My current keyboard is... I don't want to slander companies, so I'm not going to say it. But it's like it's disgusting. It's just so like... I don't want one of those cheap plastic keyboards. I want a nice, heavy, good quality one. You don't even wear a white hat. Obviously, white hat hackers don't wear an actual white hat, stupid. Hackers not real, understood? Hackers are real! I'm a hacker, not real. Okay, but what was I saying? I feel like I was going to say... Oh yeah, I was telling you my story about why I'm streaming from her salon. It's lagging so much. It's weird to see my own mouth lag. It's weird to see my mouth lag when I'm speaking. My webcam software is lagging. Is it buffering? OBS is telling me I've lost 6,000 frames right now. I called out the lag and it almost killed you. Wait, why did it actually start like, you know, why did it actually start when I called it out? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That's a pretty high power level. What's a pretty high power level? Your hag laptop is tight. That's crazy. You did not just call my laptop a hag. Firstly, my laptop's like 7 or 8 years old. I don't know when it came out. Let me Google it actually, because now I'm curious. 6,000? Yes, 6,000. 6,000 frames dropped right now. Hag top. Can you not say hag top, please? Wait. Who?
$26 has been fished from fishbot.whitehat. Thanks for keeping this server running. Automatic payment from TRiGGERPHiSH email links.
What? No! Guys, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I swear, I never send phishing links like to just, you know, normal people, not to regular civilians, not to good people. All right, I do send phishing emails, but not to you, not to normal people, not to you guys. Do you understand? You believe me, right? I don't know where that came from. I swear, like I actually don't know what that is. Fishbot.whitehat. That's not even a real website. I swear. I don't know who's... Someone's setting me up. There's no auto payment. There's no phishing links. I don't know what it is. Hold on. Let me Google when my laptop actually came out. MSI GP73 Leopard 8RE release date. So my laptop came out. Hello? What is it gonna say? This product is no longer available. I'm not asking for it to be available right now. Should I just ask ChatGPT? Why is it telling me 2023? It's definitely not. Maybe it's time to ask ChatGPT. By the way, so this is so scuffed. I didn't tell you. I have to tell you about how this scuffed the setup is. But wait, let me just check the release date of this. When did this laptop? Okay. Come on, ChatGPT, don't let me down. 2018. There we go. 2018. So this laptop came out in 2018. 2018 chips. That's how old this laptop is. So, don't call it a hag because that's not that old. If it was like 30, 40 years old, then yeah, call it a hag, but it's not. Anyway, I guess thanks. Thanks for the $26, fishbot.whitehat. This fake website used to, like, you know, give the chips Google Doc material is not real. I don't know who I don't know what that is. Did you know 25 is legally an antique, so vintage is like 10 years old? Well, then my laptop's not even vintage. It's not that old. It's like 7 years old. It can't upgrade to Windows 11. Wait, actually, I think it might meet the system requirements of Windows 11. I'm not gonna lie. I saw that it's trying to update to Windows 11. By the way, so my laptop setup, my setup right now is really scuffed, so it's really hard for me to see the comments. The laptop's older than you, college? Are you 6 years old? Should you be in here? Don't make me kick you out. Don't make me block you. Block you? Ban you. Ban you. Hold on. In tech terms, it's past retirement. Okay, yes. Yes. But it's working and it's somehow still running OBS. You know, it's somehow still running the stream. Laptops are like dogs. That's like 49 a laptop is. Don't say that, please. Please don't say that. Guys, can you stop bullying my laptop? In PC terms, it's ancient. Please! Can you leave it? No, you said 1918. Why are you bullying my laptop? Wait, why are you actually bullying my laptop? My laptop's trying so hard right now to stream to you guys, and this is how you treat it? This is how you're treating it? It's trying so hard. It's trying so hard to stream right now. Fans on full blast. Attempting to keep the frames stable. On very, very low Wi-Fi connection, not even on Ethernet. Laptop's gonna slide on this bully. Right? And then what? I'm never gonna stream again, then what? The laptop's 2.5 kg, you can take a hit. I treat this laptop so well. Like, it's got zero cosmetic damage. Like, in the past, like, I've had this since 2019. And it's got zero cosmetic damage. So I've taken care of it. It's a big beast. I've taken care of it so well. It's like the Black Knight fighting on. He's working hard. Are they trying to make you hate the laptop so you don't use it anymore and buy a new one? Because that wouldn't be how you do it. Guys, why do you want me to waste money on a new laptop? What am I going to do with a new laptop? And the thing is, like, nowadays, the gaming laptops are so, like, flimsy. Like, they're so thin and they don't have fans inside and they're just not, like, built very well. This is a big, thick, heavy laptop. You know, they don't make it like this anymore. You've dropped your laptop so much. Oh, yeah. I don't tend to drop my things or, like, you know. Yeah, I'm not the type that really drops things like that. Especially, like, electronics. Like, I've barely dropped my phone and stuff like that. I don't really... I usually like keeping my electronics in, like, pristine condition. The laptop is a chip. He fights on the stream. My laptop's not a chip. You just called it a hag. Does that mean the chips are hags? Cheer, the processors in new laptops are kind of weak. They've just, like, cheapened out on the materials, to be honest, in the newer laptops. Imagine if someone tries to gift you a new laptop at New York City or Vexpo. I think by Vexpo it'd be a bit too late. You dropped your laptop once and then ruined the screen. This is what I'm saying. All these like
$4.04 has been fished from laptop cum. Thanks for keeping this server running. I'm tired, boss.
Sorry, wait, I snorted. Laptop kun. Laptop kun. I'm tired, boss. Laptop. Listen, I gave this laptop like 5 years of rest. Oh god, like I'm not moving. Ah, my face isn't moving. Hold on, let me see if I can just make my. What if I do something? Sorry, you're hearing clanking sounds right now. My mouse is on a tin. I need to tell you about this new setup right now. My mouse is on a tin. And you're hearing the sounds of a tin right now. God. Did this even make a difference? Did this make a difference? I'm not really sure. Beans, did you... I'm definitely old enough to be... Beans, did you just call yourself a hag? You're old enough to be a hag. Wait, now I'm moving in slow motion. No! I'm moving in slow motion now. Guys, I swear it wasn't like this. It wasn't this scuffed when I tested this at home. Is this... okay, this might be better. Okay. It wasn't this scuffed when I tested at home. I think it's the fact that there's no Ethernet and I'm like I'm very far away from the router. There's like a multitude of issues happening right now because I'm streaming in her salon. Hi, Taco. Poor laptop couldn't bullied, beaten, and wallet stolen. I just don't understand. This laptop is working so hard to make me stream for you guys. Drake, thank you so much for the super chat. Snort tax. I didn't snort. Hey, give me a second. Sounds like a clanker excuse. Clanker excuse. Oh, you hear the clanking of the tin? It was looping? Oh my god, it started to loop? The internet was way better in the JP. No, so they're basically in her salon, it's got like the worst connection because it's like completely opposite side of the flat to the router. So, and there's no like there's no Wi-Fi extender in this room or anything. So like it's my connection right now is on like 2 bars. Okay, so let me tell you. So, good morning, Zaku. Okay, so yeah, I had to move from the living room setup, which I showed before, the one with the protein powders at the back. And right now, I'm in a salon. My small suitcase. I put my small suitcase on the bed, and I'm balancing my laptop on top of this small suitcase. And my laptop is as big as my suitcase. So it's about 40 centimeters long. It's about 40 centimeters. And 40, 50, I don't know. And so that is balancing on top of my suitcase. It's like the same size as my suitcase. And I've got a tin. I found a tin of roses. You know, British people would know. You know the chocolate roses? You keep hearing it as hair salon? No, it's a nail salon. It's a nail salon. She's a nailist, nail artist. So I found a tin in her room, and a tin of chocolates, like a chocolate tin. It's called Roses, and I found this tin. So right now, my phone is balancing on this tin, and the mouse, and my microphone's in my hand, and I'm sitting on this like hard fold-up chair, and I'm quite far away from the laptop because obviously like my knees are against the bed, and then usually I sit quite close. Oh, at least my monitor's bigger in at home, so I feel a bit far away. I'm kind of like hunching over, so it hurts my back. That's why I don't want to stream for too long, because I don't want to have like back issues and have a gamer hunch. Oh, that's a good idea. They have better cooling than quality stream. Yeah. These tin cooling systems, man, they're so good. Yeah. The mouse really needs cooling. Am I moving properly? No, I'm like super laggy. I'm gonna try and stream again from the living room and see if it makes a difference. Another time, not tomorrow. So let me tell you about tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna be busy. I'm gonna be out all day. What's wrong with a gamer slouch? You guys can have your gamer slouch, just like your bald spot and your head dent. Not me. Stay safe out there, guys. Webcam is still laggy. Ah, yeah, I can see myself lag. I can see it. So I will try again tomorrow from the living room, or the day after tomorrow. So basically, tomorrow I'm going to be super busy because I'm going to a wedding. That's one of the reasons I came back, is because one of my closest school friends is getting married. And tomorrow is her wedding, and it's going to be an all-day thing, which I was already complaining to Gumi about, because I'm like, what the hell am I going to do for that long? And I'm going by myself. It's not like I have someone else to go with. So I'm just going to be on my own for like hours and hours and hours. Like 8 hours. 9 hours. What am I going to do? I mean, like, there's going to be other school people there, but like, I don't want to see the school people. I mean, I will have to see the school people, but like, I'm not going to hang out with them for like the whole day, am I? Ugh. Leave early? Well, the thing is, like, she's expecting me to be there from the beginning, like from the part where they're doing their vows or whatever, like from the fish getting married. Like, I just said my friend is getting married. How did that turn into me getting married? Catch up with old friends. Well, I wouldn't really say those people were my friends. At least the ones attending, like maybe one of them or two of them, I think, were my friends. My wife was shocked at how late UK weddings go on until. Yes, so it's a typical UK one that's going to be like dancing after dinner kind of thing. So it's going to go on about 10, 11. I'm not interested in that. I was thinking I was going to eat dinner and then go home, make an excuse like, oh, sorry, I've got to do something, got to leave after dinner. But then I don't want to like make her sad. Brag about how many chips you have. I'm already going to be annoyed hearing everyone, you know, because, you know, these are all like people who went to Oxford and Cambridge University and have like, you know, high-flying careers now. I'm going to be, yeah, I'm a hacker. Yeah, I hack. I save people from the bad guys. I don't know, like, I'm just... I don't really want to. I don't know if I can put up with that for the whole, like, you know, day and evening. Yeah, but the whole day affairs are about drinking. Yeah, there's just going to be a lot of drinking. There's going to be a lot of drinking. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too negative. I just... Do you dancey dance? I don't dance like that. No, I don't dance like that. No, not like that. So I don't want to like, oh my God, this is so awkward. I feel so awkward already. I'm not even at the wedding, but I feel so awkward already. 50 yen is I think it's dying on my end. Tear out the dance floor with your sick moves. Oh God, I'm gonna find a corner. Yeah, I'm gonna be, you know the meme where like, you know, the person with the party hat and holding the drink in the corner, they don't know. something. Like, that's gonna be me. That's actually gonna be me at the wedding. They don't know that I'm talking to the chips right now on my phone. Paul, thank you for 5 months of Overclock memberships. Welcome back, Fish. Missed you. Got home for a night out drinking. Didn't you say you had a sports day today? You went drinking after that? I've been to 1 or 2 of those where I don't know anyone. I just feel a bit out of place. The survival tactic is to make friends with someone and just stick to them. I'm assuming a lot of people will be couples. That's the thing. I don't know if it's going to be easy just to make friends with someone. And also, like I said, there's going to be people from school there. I'm just going to have to stick to the ones that I, you know, remember or know well enough. It's just, again, they're all in relationships, so they're all going to be there with their plus ones. And it's going to be awkward. I don't want to be the third wheel. Look at the bright side. You can complain about it to the chips afterwards. It'll be a great stream. But yeah, but if it's going to be like this, all laggy and horrid, I don't know if it's going to be a good time complaining. Do you need me to teach you some Fortnite dancing at the wedding? No, I'm not going to Fortnite dance. Guys, I'm not going to dance at this wedding. I'm not going to dance. I'm just going to sit there. I'll nurse a drink and just sit there. Couples are happy to make friends with singles. I don't want to be a third wheel. Why don't you guys understand that? I'd rather just sit there in the corner and be on my phone. Like, I'm actually a pretty social person, but like, I want to be social in a environment where, you know, I mean, I'm just complaining now. To be honest, I'll probably be fine. It's just very like exhausting to be around so many people I don't really know or care about, and having to, like, you know, make all the small talk and get to know all these people. It's just, I mean, I can do it for a few hours, but for so long, for like 8 hours, 9 hours, too long. There's always someone else in the same boat. I don't think so, because I'm the only one of my friends who's like this. I'm the only one. She's a very normal. She's a normie. She's like a proper normie. Like, I don't think you guys can fathom how normie she is and how normie everyone at this wedding is going to be. I went to a school full of normies. Her husband or fiance is a normie. Like, they're all normies. I don't think you understand. Fish, remember, we chips are your shareholders. We are your financial backers. Oh, wait. I'm meeting with my shareholders, the financial backers, the chips. That's actually really funny. Probably they'll have a single separate table for the single people and put you there. Wouldn't that be nice? I think that she's putting me on the table with my school friends, or our school peers, her school friends. I mean, I guess they'll meet her friends. It's just I haven't really spoken to anyone apart from her, that one friend, since I left school. So it's just going to be a bit like, and again, I just don't want to. You know, it's just like people judge, you know, and even though you shouldn't care and they don't mean to judge or whatever, people still want to know what you've been up to in the past, like, you know, billion years since you've left school. And you know, most of them have, you know, in relationships or what was I gonna say? Most of them have, like, you know, are in you know, relationships or married or going to be married soon or whatever. Like, I'm just very different, I guess, and I feel like the odd one out, you know? Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's just a bit, like, I don't know, a bit awkward. It's a bit awkward. And yeah. I just have to put up with the awkward situation, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It just feels like I don't want people to kind of, like, judge me, or I mean, I'm happy with my life and the way it is, but I don't know, whatever. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. I'm just complaining for no reason. Oh god, I'm like behind on the comments. Ju! Hello, Ju! Sorry, I just was yapping and I wasn't looking at the comments. Think of how many new chips you can convert. There's no way. There is no way I'm telling anyone about my stream. There's no way. Does she know Sword Art Online? She doesn't. She barely knows what anime is. She knows that there was the you know, anime were the cartoons that I was into when I was, you know, in school. That's what she knows about anime. And you know, to her credit, my friend, she tried to watch anime to try and, like, you know, understand more because, you know, we're friends, right? Her first anime I told her to watch was Death Note. She didn't get past like the first 2 episodes. I remember her forcing her to come with me to MCM Expo. I think it was I think it was 2009, 2008. I can't remember. I remember forcing her to come with me to an anime con in London. Sorry. My microphone just like... microphone. Almost dropped it. It just swung wildly off the oh god, why is it moving from the stand? Anyway, did you die? No, my mic, I'm holding it in my hand right now. I still haven't told you guys about my Scuffed setup right now. Ask for more investing funds. Guys, I'm not gonna go to my friend's wedding and ask her guests to invest. Normally just flash how many Lambos you own. The thing is, I can't flash all my Lambos. I can't tell everyone about my Lambos, Chips. If they know about my Lambos, they're gonna ask if they, you know, to borrow my Lambos. I can't show them. I can't. Because, like, I already lend my Lambos out to other people. And they're gonna think I'm lying because I don't have any Lambos to show them. And you guys want them to think I'm a liar? You guys know I'd never lie. Or gaslight or anything like that. Don't make me look like that in front of them. Maybe there'll be a nerd on the other side. Maybe, but like, what if they're just like a standard nerd? I mean, like I said, as long as, like, I mean, I can talk to people. I have lots of things I can talk about, right? You know, economy, history, politics, business. Like, there's lots of things I can talk about that's not about, you know, pop culture stuff. It's more that it's just being in an environment with full of people you don't know for hours and hours and hours. It's just exhausting. To be honest, like, if it's like, for example, people that I do know very close with, like, let's say Gumi, right? I can spend hours and hours and hours with Gumi. I can spend hours and hours with Gumi and, like, I wouldn't be exhausted because, like, I don't have to talk to her for the entire, like, time I'm with her, right? We can coexist in the same room and just be in silence, and it's okay. Whereas I guess when you're with strangers, they would see that as an odd behavior if you're just, like, sitting there silently decompressing. Like, you know, in my emote, like with my eyes, like that emote, if I'm like sitting there like that, they're gonna think I'm weird. Just let them talk and let them talk to us and they'll be instantly friendly. I'm not letting her guests talk to the Chips. What the heck? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Hold on. Oh, I'm so behind. Oh no, I'm so behind in the comments. Ah! Ooh, my microphone keeps swinging. Why does it keep doing that? Hold on. I thought I tightened it. Hold on, I'm gonna have to, like, try and... Chips, this way. I need to tighten my... Why is it... Is it untwisting? Huh? No. Why is it not tightening? What was I saying? They would find moving to Japan interesting. Yeah, but, like... I don't know how to explain it. It's a bit different when you're talking to people who are from, like, a certain part of society. They don't interpret everything. I don't know, like, I don't want to kind of be the circus, the clown, you know. I don't want to be like the interesting clown person or, you know, the spectacle, you know. I don't want to be that kind of person is what I'm trying to say. Drop the online entertainer and don't elaborate. Oh my god, imagine. You're a world-famous international hacker. You can't tell anyone. Exactly. Like, I told you guys a secret that I'm a famous hacker, but I can't be telling everyone that. I'm telling you guys because you guys can't, like, track me down. But I can't tell them face to face that I'm a famous hacker. They might try and get me arrested. And then what? Never stream again. I feel awkward too. Thank you, Zaki, for understanding what I'm trying to say. It keeps looping. Yeah, my frame rate is really... like my frames keep dropping, so I think there's going to be like looping issues. You have to keep refreshing. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. You can encourage them to spend the time talking about themselves. No, that's what I usually do, Jackers. But I'm saying doing that is exhausting. Imagine doing that for like 8+ hours. Facilitating people to talk about themselves. That's still a lot because it means you have to like actually still kind of control the conversations to make sure you listen to what they're saying so you can make them talk more. I know how to do that. I've done that a lot in my life and it's never like an easy thing to do. Anyways, I'm just complaining. I will be fine. It's just I don't know. I'll just have to put up with it. It's just one day, and she's a good friend of mine, so I should be doing it. Easy Face is lie about having a significant other. This surely will result in only good things for you. Oh my god, guys, never do that. I did that once. I did it once and it didn't work out. I was being like, okay. So, you know, sometimes you can get harassed on the street, right? And then I always thought, oh, maybe if you just say, oh, I have a boyfriend, maybe they'll leave you alone. Okay, so this doesn't happen. Maybe if it's on the street, it'll be okay because then they'll just leave you alone. But if it happens in a place where you're sitting down and they start talking to you and asking questions and you have to make up other details about this mysterious boyfriend. Look, Chips, I'm not gonna lie. I don't lie for a reason. I don't lie for a reason because I'm really bad. I'm really bad at lying. I won't even remember, like, I won't remember. I barely remember what I said like 10 seconds ago. So if I make up mystery, you know, this mystery boyfriend and make stuff up about them, I'm gonna forget about like it won't be consistent because I won't remember what I said about them, and then I'm gonna know I'm a liar. I can't do that. I can't do that to my reputation, Chips. Because then they're gonna start accusing me of being a liar and a gaslighter, just like you guys do. And I can't have that. I can't have that. I'm gonna have to call them board. Hey, give me a second. 2009 MCM. Oh god, I'm so behind in the comments. Yes, fool. I took her to 2009 MCM Expo and she was very like flabbergasted. She's like, wow, what's all this? And she's like, why are they dressed like that? She's so normy. I don't think you guys understand. She's very normy. They don't know I'm TRiGGERPHiSH Gen 1 Sind of Aegis-Link. That's gonna be me while I'm in the corner holding my drink with my party hat on. Sorry, I'm scrolling. Show them red pandas, I'll love it. I'm sure of it. You know what? It might actually work. I feel like there might be a lot of like, I don't know, autistic people here because if they're all like from Oxbridge, high chance they're probably autistic as well. So maybe if I show them red pandas and pretend it's my like autistic special interest, maybe they'll be like, oh. I don't know. It could be something I could try. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna go on my phone and look at the comments because I think it's easier. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm gonna look at it on my phone. Life is hard without dual monitors, guys. Life is hard. I feel like everyone needs multiple monitors. Alright, hold on, guys. I'm gonna catch up with the comments on my phone. Ads! Stop showing me ads! Alright, if they know how many landbridges you have, they'll ask you how you can afford them. And then I'll have to talk about being a hacker and a professional streamer who cries for gifted memberships and use all the gifted membership money on use gifted membership money on Lambos. Guys, is this stream okay? OBS is telling me it's like dying. Considering Fish is extremely British, it's surprising she doesn't have a McLaren. I'm not extremely British. I'm very American, actually. Pulling out the political conversations during a wedding sounds peak. Okay, it doesn't have to be like, you know, massively political. You can even talk about like, you know, the recent situations with like, you know, the whole like censorship thing. I get tired sitting in a room with people. I only get tired sitting in a room with strangers. I like sitting in a room with friends or people I like. But I can sit with them for ages and I'm always going to be energized. With hundreds of strangers, I'm not okay with that. That's too much. Well, not hundreds. If it was hundreds, then I'd be okay with that because then I'd just be like a speck in the crowd. If it's like an amount where, you know, I can't just hide, then it's different. It's too tiring. Assassin Philip, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Sorry I missed it. Thank you so much. When I met my wife, we were both anime fans, and then we discovered we watched like 0 of the same shows. Yeah, but the thing is, at least your wife likes anime, so that means she'll be accepting of your anime hobby or interests, which is the important part. It's always awkward, and I'm always apprehensive about those kinds of weddings where I don't know anyone, but honestly I always end up having a pleasant time. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the experience you usually get somewhere is all down to you. So like, you know, if you have an unhappy experience, it's usually coming from within. Like I said, I'll be fine. It's just, again, it doesn't take away, I'll be fine, but it doesn't take away the fact that it's still exhausting to be around so many strangers. Like, yes, I'll be fine. It doesn't mean I'm not going to be exhausted. That token is fighting back all the abuse you're putting him through. I'm not abusing it though. That's my child. I'm trying to stream so I can talk to the chips. You're my favorite clown. That's great. Well, I mean, you guys to me you're also clowns. You know, this feels like I'm in a circus. You guys are the clowns. But I don't want to be a clown to the strangers is what I'm saying. Act normal, talk about normie things. I don't want to ask any further. Yes, but that's, you know, normie, the first things they ask is about your job. They ask about your job. I can't talk about being a hacker. That's my issue. If I had like a normie job, then it'll be okay, or a career or something. Even a husband and a house and kids and dogs.
$4.04 has been fished from anonymous payment clown. Thanks for keeping this server running. Oi, you got a license to be viewing this Streamlabs?
Oh, you got a license to be viewing the Streamlabs? You got a license for this? Who's that? Who's that? Who did that? Who sent that? Anonymous payment clown. Thank you very much for the server contribution. But yeah, what am I gonna be? Am I gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm a social media influencer. Yeah, I'm an influencer. I'm an Instagrammer. I'm a what do you call it? An Insta-baddie. I'm an Insta-baddie. Review products. But yeah, she can't stream from prison, exactly. If I tell them I'm a hacker, guys, I'm gonna be in prison. The government wants me so bad. That's why I'm in hiding. That's why I'm in hiding. Wait, the wedding's gonna be like 8 hours? So it's gonna start like at 2 PM. It's not probably gonna be ending like very late, around 11 or something. So yeah, it's gonna be a long time. So what's this about the Scuffed setup? All right, hold on. Let me just catch up with the comments before I talk to you guys about my setup. I basically described it already though. My laptop's on top of a suitcase. My phone and my mouse is on top of a chocolate tin. A tin of chocolates, which don't have chocolates inside, but which is very, like, you know, unbalanced. It's all like kind of moving, like one movement makes everything like move and about to fall. And my mic is in my hand. So it's a very, very scuffed setup right now. And I'm sitting on a plastic folding chair, hunched over the bed. they'll start asking how you met, what they do in their life story. Yes, exactly, Full. That's what I mean. You can lie and say, oh yeah, I've got a boyfriend, or I've got a girlfriend. Yeah, I'm dating this super hot, you know, super hot supermodel girl right now. You know, that's what you guys say, right? When you pretend you have a girlfriend. Oh yeah, my hot supermodel GF. Yeah. The thing is, they'll start asking how you met, what they do, the life story, you know, like they'll start asking all these things, and then when you lie, you gotta make things, make things up on the spot. I'm not creative, like I can't do that. I learned that the hard way. I'm not gonna tell you that story, but I learned that the hard way. Okay, I'm never gonna do it again. Just describe us. I'm gonna pretend the chips are my imag. Wait, how can I? Yeah, I've got a boyfriend. It's kind of yellow, with a bald, shiny head. Also really dumb, with a dent in the head. Yeah. yeah, that's also... That's very... Yeah, I'm definitely gonna say that. Yep. Hold on. Tell them the entire LOL Gundam Iron Bunch offers a deep dive meaning the meaning of the show. Yeah, I'll totally do that. Yeah. It's just really laggy. There's drops here and there, but it's fine. It's passable. Okay, as long as it's not causing too much of an inconvenience for you guys to watch. You want a Lotus for proper Britishness, Norfolk's finest. Imagine I'm driving a Lotus. Got to confirm something. Can you say pillow? Why would you want me to say pillow? What is this?
$13.37 has been fished from Beans. Thanks for keeping this server running. Please learn how to lie about a significant other so you can come back and teach us.
Now, yeah, so Beans, thank you so much for the server contribution. So, you know, okay, Beans, the thing is, like, I am the number one most educational streamer. You guys know that. As the number one most educational streamer, it's my job to educate the chips. But the thing is, I can't teach you guys how to lie. I'm against lying and gaslighting. I would never do that. So the thing is, I can't learn how to lie for you, to teach you guys, because it goes against my morals. Yeah, and then, you know, you guys will go to hell and I won't. And, you know, I'll say, you know, wave goodbye to you from heaven. Yeah, and I don't want that for you guys, so just never lie, chips, never lie. Be like me, never lie. Oh, hold on. You've had merch a few times. You can say you are in retail. Telling people I work in retail, they're gonna ask, oh, which company? Do you not understand why...
$4.04 has been fished from Beans. Thanks for keeping this server running. No, you already showed us how to gaslight.
What? Beans? Wait, oh god, I need to cover. Wait. Alright, hang on. I think we need to clear something up here. Hold on. Who taught you how to gaslight? Because that wasn't me. I would never gaslight. I've never gaslit anyone in my life. So, like, I don't know what you're talking about. Have you mistaken me with someone else? So, basically, while I've been gone, you've been watching another streamer. And that streamer's a gaslighter. And now you're getting them mixed up with me. Is that what's happening right now? Because I kind of take offense to that. I kind of take offense to that. Like, I don't think that's right. Like, you know... I just don't think that's right. I try so hard to educate you guys for free. You know, not every country gives free education. There I am, giving you guys free education. And this is how you treat me in return? Let's see how it is. It's deceptively hard to act like a normie when they start asking about stuff like sports or owning a house. Oh yeah, Gabriel, those are my weak points as well. Those are also my weak points. When they start talking about how they're buying a house or they're trying for kids, I mean, they're gonna, or maybe they won't talk about trying for kids, to be honest, not at this age, but they'll start talking about buying a house, start talking about sports. Those are things I actually can't speak about because I've never bought a house. I don't think I'm ever going to be in a position to ever buy a house, probably in my lifetime, not in this country. And I don't know anything about sports. Ah, so how was the football game last night? Maybe that's all I can say. Oh yeah, which team was playing? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna talk about sports. It's a shame I don't have a boyfriend doesn't work because no also doesn't work for sure. Yeah, no is like even worse because people perceive no as aggressive. And oh, they think it's a personal slight against them, like they're not good enough or something. And then also in Japan, even if you say I have a boyfriend, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. They'll be like, oh, your boyfriend doesn't need to know about me. Like, it doesn't work. You don't say that in Japan. Well, I ask about private things. Well, Maho, people don't see relationships as a private thing. They see your significant other as a part of your life, you know? Like, something you should be proud of and open about talking about. I can't say I've ever lied about having a partner. Is that just a you thing? I think every single woman has had to do that at least once in their life. Like, there's nothing to even joke about here. It's just a thing that I think every single woman has experienced at least once in their life where they had to do that because you felt like you're in the position to do that. Because it's just not a situation where it's not safe to say no. Because, you know, your instincts as a human, following your gut instincts is so important because it can save your life. And there are some situations where you know where saying no may result in something you don't want, like violence and something else. So like sometimes a safer option is to, like, you know, to try and, you know, keep yourself safe is like sorry, you know, I'm already in a relationship, but if I wasn't, then, you know, oh yeah, it would be great, but no, sorry, you know, you got to do these kind of things to keep yourself safe. Hold on, still scrolling on the comments. He's saying he's kind of yellow, so he's a bit racist. Oh my god, I didn't think about that. Why yellow? I meant like a yellow chip. I meant potato. Don't forget crunchy and perfectly seasoned. Oh yeah, they're so salty. Yeah, they get extra salty when they lose in video games. And they're bald. I have a significant other, they just go to a different wedding. Imagine. Oh yeah, I have a partner. They're in a different wedding right now. I have one. That's so funny. Fish leads a morally upright and principled lifestyle. I do. Thank you, Gabriel. See, that's the thing, Gabriel. I feel like you're the only one that understands me. No one else understands me. As a morally upright and principled individual, I can't teach you guys how to lie. No matter how much you pay me or try to bribe me, I can't teach you guys how to lie. The chips can't go to hell. We'll get burnt. You're gonna become all crispy. Crispy charred chips. Exactly, you can't go to hell, and that's what I'm trying to save you guys. I missed you, Fish. Is this allowed to say this? I don't know if you're allowed to say that. I'm not sure if you're allowed to say it. I might get banned. Sports is an instant KO attack against me. Wait, saying sports is actually my weakest topic because, like, I know a lot about I know a lot about general topics, right? Except sports. That's actually, like, today I had to Google stuff about hockey because, like, I didn't even know, like, I've never played hockey. I know it was, like, very similar to lacrosse, but, like, I didn't know exactly how the game worked, so I had to, like, Google it. Like, I don't... Okay, you know, sports itself is not the issue. I know about a lot of sports, to be honest. I just don't know about teams and, like, games and things like, you know, what people follow on TV. That's what I don't know about. Sassy Villa, thank you so much for the super chat. House funds. Wait, is it because I said I wouldn't be able to afford a house? Guys, you don't need to give me house funds to get a house. I should be Don't worry, guys. I'll hack the house fonts. I didn't say this publicly, you didn't hear this, but maybe one day I'll hack the house fonts. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll hack it from the bad guys, from the heroes. They'll never see what's coming. You can talk about your upcoming trip to Turkey to inspect the hair transport offices. Wait, imagine, wait. Are we at the wedding? I'd be at the wedding and tell them about the upcoming Turkey audit trip. Inspecting hair transplant clinics in Turkey. But then what should I call you guys? Like, my clients? Wait, actually might be kind of funny. Imagine I did that. Wait, my stomach hurts. Wait, imagine I did that. Oh god. Japanese people have mad confidence, holy cow. I know, it's just cheating is very common in Japan, Gabriel. That's why they would be like, so what? If you have a boyfriend and girlfriend, they're like, so what? Doesn't matter. They don't give a crap. Let's see. Are you full 100% health? I'm about, I would say 95% recovered actually. I've still got like a cough and my voice is still a bit weird, but like I think it's mostly back to normal, right? I sound mostly normal, I think. Say you work for a charity in Turkey that makes wigs for people in need. You guys are the people in need. I guess I could talk about you guys as people, you know, potatoes in need. Hold on. You just start pretending to FaceTime but appear in a Discord VC call. Oh, sorry, I've got a phone call. I've got a phone call from my client. And then I go on Discord. Wait, you never played field hockey in school? No, I didn't. Not in school. Played a lot of rounders, though. Oh, during primary school? I don't have memories of primary school, honestly. Do you know a lot about rocks? That's my conversational strong spot. No, I'm not a rock autist, so I don't know. I don't know. The only thing I know most about is like my special interest is red pandas. I can talk about red pandas. But yeah, oh wait, guys, wait, did I disappear? Oh, did I disappear? Am I still here? Am I back? Oh man, this is bad. What am I gonna do? Oh yeah, I see my OBS is like flashing red right now. I don't know, what should I do, Chip? Should I just end it here? I feel really bad. Like, I think everyone's getting kicked out of the stream as well. What do? Doshio? What do I do? Oh. Sorry, you're hearing the tin mouse. Alright, good night, Cole and Fool. It went full offline? Yeah, British ships, you guys should sleep. It's pretty late. It's pretty late for you guys. I just... yeah, I don't know. Again, like, I'm gonna try it again. I think what's gonna happen is I don't think I could stick to this stream time if the living room is in use. But if there's no one in the living room, so usually during the day, I think it might be more empty. But then during British daytime is like a really inconvenient time for the rest of the world. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I feel like Japan time was so convenient to stream. I don't know if PNG is gonna fix anything because again, the internet connection in this room is just bad as well. The connection in this room is bad. The setup is scuffed. I'm just have to put up with what I can. What time does everyone come back home? Like different times. Or one of the flatmates works from home, so he's home all the time with Kutch. So, but he doesn't make a noise. He doesn't make any sound, so that's fine. The other one works like days on and days off, and they're in the days off right now, so they're just gonna be home all the time. Gumi is like really depends on like what she's doing, when she has clients or not. But usually during the day it's like more, the living room is more empty because no one's using it. It's usually in the evening they all go to the living room. Let's see. I just got my electric bill from Japan. I had my aircon on every single day. And the electric bill is 10,000 yen. Normally it's about 3,000 yen. Not bad. 7,000 yen extra. A lot of money. But still, not bad. It's nice to have you back. I had gone so used to streaming around this time that I felt as though something was missing from my usual routine. The thing is, right, I've been looking at Discord as well because I feel like I always see you guys all in Discord, like on VC around this time as well. And I've been seeing it empty and I've been wondering like what you guys have been doing. Wait, why didn't you just pretend to be Gumi when they ask you job questions? You know everything about her. I don't know everything about her job. How am I supposed to talk about doing nails? I know nothing about that stuff. How are you finding the weather back in the UK? I already said, yeah, it's very good. I'm enjoying the weather. It's very nice and crispy, cold air. You've been busy organising projects elsewhere for Vexpo. I see everyone's been busy. War against the chids. Drake, no. There's no war in the fish tank. But yeah, let me tell you guys. I don't know, it looks like my connection's like okay, it's holding on right now. I'll let you guys hang out early in the day. I guess that must be like midnight for me then in UK time. So let me talk about... Let me catch up. Let me tell you guys about what's been going on. So, the day of my flight... the day before my flight... I was deep cleaning my flat. So I always deep clean before going away because I'm scared like some creatures will enter, like some bugs or something will come in. All right, good night dance, Seafall. So yeah, I always deep clean because I don't want like any creatures to come and take over my flat while I'm gone. So I deep cleaned and then... What was I gonna say? And then I had to go out quickly to get some more stuff to... I can't remember what I went out to get, but I went out really quickly to like... Oh yeah, I had to do some errands, which took a long time and really peed me off because it wasted all my time. What kind of creatures? Like G's. The ROACH word and things like that. And that as well, yeah, it's not nice to come back to a messy house, I think. I just prefer coming back to a nice and clean house. You've been bed rotting, playing gacha on your phone. If that helps you recover from the hard, exhausting times at work, yeah. Sometimes I used to do that too. But yeah, I make sure the house is like super, super clean. As well as tidy. So there's no like, creatures there taking over. And what else do I do? I do quite a lot of things. I change all my bedding. I do the dusting. I make sure the fridge is cleared out. All the bins are thrown out. put bleach down all the drains. Stuff like that. I also set up like security cameras inside my flat. And not for the reasons you're thinking. You're probably thinking, oh, in case someone breaks in or blah, blah, blah. No, there's two reasons. Number one, the main thing is I want to check inside and there's no like G's crawling around the walls and floors like while I'm away. Because they don't come out when they think there's no humans at home, right? So I spy inside my own flat on my phone. And then I check what's going on and check there's no like bugs and things like freely roaming around. Because I have like white walls and white like flooring, so I can see it quite easily. That's one thing. Mice? Mice aren't my issue. If I had mice, I don't mind. Roaches are different. G's? I don't want the G's in there. G's and any other kind of like, you know, I don't know, big scary, you know, bug or creature kind of thing. Anyway, so termites. Yeah, it could be termites because I live in a wooden apartment. But yeah, I have to check that there's no like, you know, bugs and things inside. So that's one reason I have that's the main reason I have the security cameras. The second reason I have security cameras is in case there is a big like emergency, like natural disaster, like an earthquake or like a flooding. And my inside of my flat's damaged or something. So like that's why I need to keep an eye on inside my flat. So that's the two reasons I keep security cameras inside. I don't think anyone's gonna break in. You have no problem with mice, but bugs? Well, mice and bugs are completely different. I like rodents as well. I literally have pet rodents. Like I don't have any problems against mice. If you have a lot of security cameras, you can have Five Nights at Freddy's at home. My flat's not big enough for Five Nights at Freddy's. But yeah, those two reasons I have security cameras. So I set up all my security cameras because I usually take them down when I'm back. I don't keep the cameras on while I'm at home. Mice are cute. I like rodents. You can use a baby camera to watch your PC sleep. My PC can't go into sleep mode at home. He's waking up. Rats are smart as well. Yeah, I really like rats because they're so smart. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so I remember. Oh yeah, so I was outside before, you know, the day before my flight. I was like doing all this stuff, like errands, and it was really hot outside. I was really miserable. It was so damn hot. Like the only thought in my mind was, I'm so glad I'm leaving. I was literally drenched in sweat. Like a minute after I went outside, it was so hot. It was like it felt like 40 degrees. That was before I left. And the thing is, something happened. Like on my way home, I was walking home, and this elderly lady was cycling, like coming up behind me while I was walking, and she slowed down next to me. And oh my god, she slowed down next to me. I was thinking to myself, why is this lady like slowing down next to me? Why is she trying to talk to me? Ooh, I'm scared. And then she was like, oh, excuse me. Like she said this in Japanese, but she was like, oh, excuse me, I didn't want to bother you, but you know, I have to tell you something. You have like a bug on the back of your shirt. And I just like freaked out instantly. Like I froze, and my eyes were just like, I like froze. And then she like grabbed the back of my shirt and like turned it towards me to show me the trauma. I have trauma. So she showed it to me. I think what she thought, maybe I didn't understand. Maybe she thought I didn't understand Japanese. I don't know, because I kind of like froze. I froze up, so I didn't say anything. And because like my brain was trying to like process it. It's like kind of like a nightmare situation to be told you've got a bug on you, at least for me. So my brain was like frozen. I was trying to process it. And then she turned my shirt around and showed me. And then I screeched, like she screamed so loud. I screamed so loud. And then she like quickly brushed it off me. And I started crying. I started crying. And so apologizing to her. I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. She's like, no, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I didn't know, you know, you'd be so scared. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for telling you. And I'm like, no, thank you for telling me. I said, tatskaru. Tatskatta. Like I said, she's like, you saved me. Like, thank you so much. But I was like so like traumatized by that, and it made me think, oh my god, I'm so glad I'm leaving. I'm so glad I'm leaving. And yeah, so that happened. It also made me think, but it's also a good thing, right? Because she was nice enough to stop cycling and actually like noticed and removed it for me. So that was also a nice thing. It made me think, oh, Japanese people are actually so kind and nice. So that was that happened. Am I okay? The connection said it's gone. Am I still here? Sorry. I'm still here? Okay. And then yeah, I spent my whole night like kind of cleaning and packing. And then after that, I went out to see Rhubarb for the last time. Wait, hold on. Back bug free. Yeah, thankfully there's like no bugs in the UK. Like it's not really a thing here. Like there's spiders here, but like I haven't seen any so far. Laptop is winning the bandwidth wars. It's showing me it's losing bars again. YouTube is dumb. I could have been dicing onions and listening to Yap, and it didn't tell me you went live. But Alexander, I don't think you would have enjoyed the experience because I'm on a very scuffed setup right now. The losing connection and lagging, so maybe it would have annoyed you more. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, after that I went out to meet Rhubarb for the last time while I'm like, you know, before I left to the UK. Because she was like, I'm gonna miss you and I'm gonna hang out. And also she was having like FOMO over like Expo and stuff. Why Rhubarb for the last time? Because I won't see her for like another month and a half. You gotta understand, Rhubarb and I hang out pretty regularly. Like at least every week or every 2 weeks. Like we hang out a lot and we talk a lot. So like, I won't see her for a while, that's why. So, I went out with the Rhubarb, hung out with her for a bit. Oh, we asked us to cut out. Oh. What cut out? I think what I said is I just hung out with her. We went to an izakaya, we ate food. The usual. And after that, I got home, and then my flight was in a few hours. Like I had to leave in a few hours, so I didn't sleep. And I thought, okay, that's fine, because if I don't sleep, it means I can sleep on the plane. So I stayed awake. I was doing the final stuff, like final packing and everything. And yeah, I was like, Chuckles, I'm in danger, because my hand luggage, my cabin luggage, and my check-in luggage, all of them were like over the weight limit. Now, thankfully, like my airline that I usually use, they don't usually weigh the cabin luggage. So, and they've always let it slip when I was like a kg or so overweight on my check-in. And yeah, so the check-in, yeah, it was like a kilogram overweight, but the lady didn't say anything. She let it go through. But my cabin luggage was almost 13 kilograms, because I don't know if I told you guys. Hold on, I need to cough. I don't know if I told you guys, but like my suitcase was just full of stuff for other people. Like it was full to the brim, full of stuff for other people. Nothing on there was for me, other than like a couple of bottles that of like liquid like my face toner and face wash and stuff that I couldn't put in check-in. So there's like a couple of bottles of like liquid stuff that I couldn't put into my hand luggage. But other than that, it was all stuff for like other people. My entire large suitcase was just full of stuff for other people. So my personal belongings, like my clothes, my makeup, my jewelry, everything, I had to put into my handbag and my laptop as well, by the way. Handbag and my cabin luggage. So cabin luggage, you know, is about 30 centimeters long, about 20 centimeters wide, I believe. 2015, I don't know. So it's very small. It's about the size of my entire laptop. So one side of my suitcase was just my laptop. So I had half a cabin luggage to put a month and a half worth of clothes. That is full clothing, underwear, including like, you know, socks and everything else, bras, everything. I had only half a cabin luggage suitcase to put all my stuff. Can you believe it? Like, it was so hard. Like, so I had to try and like, I pack very well. I do it like Tetris, very, you know, mathematical packing. So I did actually manage to pack quite a few things. But obviously the weight is the issue. My cabin luggage was so heavy that the wheels weren't even rolling properly. Leave the socks behind, dogs out fish. I could have not brought so many socks. I could have just bought them here because I ended up going to a shop the next day to buy some essentials. I bought some pajamas because I didn't bring any pajamas with me. And I actually bought like a pack of socks. I could have left the socks out, honestly. Stretching. Buttable luggage? You mean big back luggage? But yeah, my luggage was like super full because I only had like half a cabin luggage to put everything in. I'm a bit miserable about that because I couldn't bring everything I wanted to, but like whatever, it is what it is. Gumi actually laughed at me because like I opened my massive suitcase to give her stuff because I brought stuff for her as well, and she laughed because she just saw everything was in there was for other people. She was like, "You said last year you were never going to do this again." I was like, yeah, but it happened again. It happened again. How was the first shopping? It was really fun. It was really fun. I can't remember what I bought anymore. I bought socks. I bought 2 pairs of pajamas. I bought cinnamon roll pajama. And I bought a stitch pajamas. And they're both very cute blue pajamas. I really like the cinnamon roll one. Actually, I want to take a picture of it. I'll show you guys. It's super cute. I think you guys will like it. And I bought some slippers. I bought some socks. I bought... What else did I buy? I think that was it. Oh, I bought a new pair of shoes. I bought boots. A pair of ankle boots. I also bought a new perfume because I need to restock. And a new face moisturizer because I need to restock. Because these are the ones that I can't get in Japan. And... mainly essentials stuff. I was just buying essentials. Were they Dr. Martens? No, there was some random brand. The thing is, like, it's really hard nowadays. One thing I realized when I went shopping, like, shoe shops don't sell proper leather shoes anymore. They're just selling all their plastic vegan crap. Like, I only like to wear, like, real leather shoes. So, and nowadays it's getting harder and harder and harder to, find like real proper leather shoes. Like it's really not easy anymore, and I don't like that because it's all synthetic leather. Yeah, I don't like. They shouldn't call that leather, and they label it vegan and everything, and it just pees me off because I know it's gonna hurt me. Because I tried the vegan leather shoes, which is basically I don't know why they call it vegan leather, because like every shoe nowadays is made of like this synthetic plastic crap. They're not calling it vegan, but whatever. I'm not gonna argue about that point. Every time I wear shoes like that, they hurt because this plastic doesn't mold around your foot properly. Nothing can beat proper leather shoes. And it's so hard to find, you know, actual leather shoes nowadays. So I did manage to find it in this one shop, a pair of nice leather boots. And like actual leather upper and actual rubber bottom, like rubber soles. Because another thing I hate is plastic soles. Plastic soles are so uncomfortable. I like boots with like with the top leather and rubber bottoms. I only managed to find one pair of boots. This shop had a ton of shoes. Oh, actually, maybe you guys know this shop in America is called TJ Maxx. In UK it's called TK Maxx. So I actually found TK Maxx where I found the leather shoes. But again, like I said, most of them were sort of like plastic crap, but I managed to find leather ones. And there were actually these really cool Gundam looking shoes as well, but they didn't have them in my size. I couldn't buy it. Some really fancy ones. Oh, I'm catching up with the comments. Is finding sizes in the UK easier? Actually, it's exactly the same. I don't have big feet, so like if you have bigger sizes in Japan, then yeah, you'll definitely find it harder. But I have what's considered Japanese M-sized, so it's normal in the UK as well. Because Japan doesn't have like shoe sizes like the UK. In the UK we have like 3, 4, 5, 6, or 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, blah blah blah. In Japan they have small, medium, and large. Small, medium, and large. And my shoe size in Japan is medium. It's medium. So obviously medium is very, very common in Japan, medium shoe size. So okay, they also do have centimeters, like 23 centimeters, 23.5, 24, 24.5, like that. They do have centimeters as well, but a lot of female shoes are just S, M, and L, and LL. So I have M-sized shoes, so I'm very, very easy to find it in Japan. Hold on. It's crazy, it's called TK Maxx. I didn't even know TK Maxx was American. When I went to TJ Maxx, when I went to the US, I was like, hold on a second. That's the shop in the UK. They just copied TK Maxx from the UK. I thought you guys copied us. Did you take a picture of the boots? You guys want to see my boots? I already accessorized them. I put a big safety pin with a chain on it to show that I'm hardcore. Hi, Hysteria. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Hope you had a good stream. TJ Maxx is the daycare you drop your fiance off. They've got really nice homeware stuff in TK Maxx. Gummy and I were looking at all the Halloween stuff. It was so cute. You don't think Japan would make your size? Yeah, if for tall people with really like long feet or big feet, it's like impossible in Japan to find. You gotta go to specialist shops to find shoe sizes. Women's sizes globally seem to be we make it up. No, in the UK, and I think UK and US have similar. I think just US is a bit bigger. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. It's very scuffed right now. I should probably put a message on the screen. Very scuffed stream. I'm streaming on top of a suitcase right now, and on top of a metal tin, sitting on a plastic chair in a room that's, you know, using Wi-Fi from the opposite end of the house. It's very, very scuffed. There's also like 5 fans blaring right now. 5 fans in the background. Like, it's very scuffed right now. Very, very scuffed. Well, someone Google it. TK Maxx. Someone Google it. Is it an American company or US? Yeah, this is a tough situation, guys. I've got 3 fans going on because this room is very hot. I'm on top of a suitcase and a tin of chocolates, which got no chocolates inside. You can hear it. You hear it? That's the mouse. The mouse is on top of the tin. The mouse is on top of a tin. I'm holding my microphone in my hand right now. I'm holding it in my hand. TJ Maxx is an American company. So they made TK Maxx. Do they own TK Maxx? My mic is so heavy, by the way. It's actually hurting my arms. It started in Massachusetts. Oh, TK Maxx is the international one. Ah, it's a subsidiary. International subsidiary. Well, it's a great shop. I really like it. I remember my mum used to go there all the time and I was always bored in there. But, you know, as an adult, now I go inside and I think, wow, it's actually a pretty good shop. They have really cute homeware stuff. I've never really bought like shoes or clothes from there, but I was going to all the other like shoe shops, like Office and Shoe and all these other like shoe shops in you know, High Street in London. And they just had mainly like sandals and trainers. They didn't have actual proper shoes. Like no one wears shoes anymore. And like I said, mostly everything is made of plastic. It's made of like the synthetic leather, not actual leather, this synthetic crap. When, oh, am I still here? Hello? 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 Ah! Okay, I'm still here. I forgot what I was saying now. What was I in the middle of saying? You can hear the clanking ASMR. I can't remember what I was saying. I was talking about TK Maxx. Yeah, so I was talking about the shoe shops. So yeah, all the shoe shops I just had like sandals and trainers. I already brought trainers with me. I don't need more trainers. I wanted shoes. Proper leather shoes. Which they also don't have in Japan. They mainly all have this plastic crap. And yeah, so I found some leather boots in... This ankle boots. They're very cute, actually. I do want to show... I'll actually take a picture and show you guys. They're super cute. And I also bought some like spare shoes for the wedding tomorrow. Guys, I'm wearing like a normie dress. And the thing is, I bought this dress 5 years ago for another wedding. So that person didn't end up having a wedding because of COVID happened. So I never ended up wearing that dress. And now there's a... I don't know if I can wear this dress. Because this dress color is like cream. It's like cream stone colored. Isn't that too close to white? And you can't wear like... You can't wear... Wait, oh my god. I was thinking of like white... I was thinking of like light colors because I don't usually wear light colors. Wait, but now thinking about it, isn't that too close to white? It's like cream colored, like stone, cream colored. Oh no. Oh no. I do have other dresses with me, but they're like black and they have patterns on it. Oh my god, I didn't think about it. What did I think? I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. What the heck? I didn't think about it, guys. Oh no. Time to use Freddie's money for a new dress. There's no time. The wedding's tomorrow. I don't have time to go buy a new dress. Black would be better. All right. Okay. I'm gonna wear it. Oh god. Time to get a little blue dress. I did have one. I actually had another wedding dress, an alternative dress to wear to a wedding. It was blue, but it was packed away in a different suitcase, and I didn't bring that suitcase out to get that dress out. Well, it's okay. I've still, like I said, I've got the other suitcase. I meant a suitcase. I've got a suitcase under my bed at home, because I usually I usually swap out my autumn winter clothing and spring summer clothing. I keep them, and so I bring out the spring and summer one, and then I put the autumn winter one back into a big suitcase, and I put that under my bed. Black in the weddings and black for mourning. Most of my clothes are black. I was talking about this with Gumi because like it's just a British thing. Most British people just wear black all the time. Yeah. Yeah, I think cream is a bit too close to white thinking about it. I think maybe I should... Well, it doesn't look like a wedding dress though. It looks like just a regular dress kind of thing. But I think I'll use a safe option and just wear the black one. Dark colors even common in the UK. Yeah, like I was walking about and everyone's wearing like dark colors of black, like grey and black. Oh my god. I'm so stupid. Why didn't I think about that before I packed it? I should have just got the blue one out. And actually, I forgot about it. I didn't forget about the blue one. I thought the cream one would be okay. I just forgot it's a wedding. So I shouldn't do that. Oh, this is how inexperienced I am at weddings. So you don't need morning clothes. I don't need morning clothes, so everything I have is black. And obviously suits are black, so... But yeah, I do have a blue dress that I was going to wear to a wedding. Because the wedding that I initially was supposed to go to in 2020 was supposed to be like a 2-day wedding. So I bought 2 dresses. And those 2 dresses was for that. But like I said, the blue one was packed away somewhere, so I didn't have it with me. Don't say that. Be happy you thought about it now, so tomorrow. That's a good point. Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for helping me think about this now. And this reaction will mean you won't do it again. You'd think so. You'd think so. A 2-day wedding? Yeah, so the other person, so it was my ex-boss who was going to get married. This was before, but then COVID happened. And she's like, you know, I guess rich. So she's going to have a 2-day wedding in like, one of like some Greek island or something. Greek island. Ken, thank you for 2 months of buy-side shifts. Are you getting groom? Huh? Are you getting groom? What is this about a dress? I'm going to a wedding. I'm going to my best friend's wedding. I think cream or stone is fine, especially for a summer wedding. Yeah, well, that was my point, Dance. Because it's a summer wedding, that's why I was thinking of light colors. So like cream or stone colored is kind of common, right? 2 dresses, is that what girls usually do? If it's a 2-day occasion, then obviously, yes, I'll need 2 dresses. Use your brain. Cream is okay, but not for this not for the main color. Yeah, I think but it's okay. I've got other dresses with me, so I'll just wear another dress. But yeah, this dress though, I bought it 5 years ago, and when I was in Japan and packing, right, I tried the dress on, and I was like really shocked because, guys, I've put on weight. I'm a bussable now. I'm a big back. The dress still fit me, but it was like very, very snug. It was very snug. It's very tight on my tummy. So I was like, oh no. Oh no. But you don't eat. Yeah, but I became like a couch potato. I was all, because you know what I do is stream and hack, and then I'm just like sitting on my butt all the time. So it doesn't matter if you don't eat, you're still gonna just like, you know, keep pile on the weight. Juna, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, Juna. Welcome, raiders. Yeah, I always see girls in cream dresses in summer weddings. Depends on the crowd and how much they care about tradition. Yeah, so I've seen it in weddings before. Because I see wedding pictures a lot, you know, on Instagram and stuff like that, right? So that's why I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay because of that. I guess, wait, hold on. Let me check. Because she has, like, rules and instructions on her wedding website thing. Hold on. Welcome, raiders. Just a quick apology and heads up. My stream setup is extremely scuffed right now. I'm streaming on top of a suitcase and on top of a metal tin. And there's like 3 fans in the background because this room is very hot. I'm not at home at the moment, so it is a very temporary scuffed setup. So I apologize for everything. Hold on. Let's see. Streaming for one of my Lambos. I lent out all my Lambos. Don't have any more. Don't have any to stream inside. Hold on. Yeah, she said don't wear white. Cream isn't white, but it's still kind of close to white. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. Sorry. Things are very scuffed right now. Anyway, yeah, I became a butterball. I'm like super huge now, guys. Okay, not super huge, I'm exaggerating. My clothes still fit me, but it's like... Hold on. Ugh. It's just like now I've got to be careful that I don't have a big tummy. Otherwise I'm gonna look like I'm pregnant. I'm gonna have a ball on my stomach. Alright, hold on. Alright. Well, you are Venom after all. I feel like Venom in... I'm actually in my compressed form right now in Gumi's salon room. I'm in my compressed form, but I feel like I'm not. Because, like... you gotta use your purse for the cover-up tech. Wait, you're actually so right. I'm gonna use my handbag, cover up my stomach. Pot belly. I don't have a pot belly, but like, you know... I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm just being too self-conscious. I just feel a little bit pudgy. But yeah, I don't know. It's just an observation I made. I was like, oh, this is feeling a bit snug on the chest and the hips. Oh dear, oh dear. But yeah, I feel like my Venom right now because like in Gumi's room, like her salon, I'm just knocking everything over because she has like so many. It's very small in here. It's so tiny, and she's got a lot of things inside here. Like, it's kind of like almost overwhelming when you first enter. There's like, it's just full of stuff. It's just full of so much stuff. There's like stuff everywhere. There's little bits of things. Like she all her like display things are all in here. And I keep knocking everything over with my butt or my hips when I walk. So I was like, oh god, I've got to like really try and like, I don't know, hold my hips in. I don't know. It's really hard. I'm like knocking things over when I walk. It's like so tiny in here. I'm just looking around. Yeah, because she's got like lots of stuff on her nail desk. And every time I walk past, something always falls off. I've got, yeah, I've got the Venom dumpy guys that didn't get compressed. It grew bigger because I became a couch potato. A chair potato. But yeah, I need to lose weight, I think. I think because like I stopped being so active. Because I like, you know, started streaming a lot more. No, I mean, I still stream the same amount, but I meant I guess I'm sitting a lot more now. So I need to exercise. That's gonna be a new exercise fish arc once I'm back in Japan. But yeah, the dress was very, very figure hugging. So maybe actually it's a good idea that I don't wear it because I felt a bit self-conscious wearing it. I was like, oh gosh, this is kind of too figure hugging. But it was like the only kind of like nice normie dress that I had. Well, I had a few more, but they have a bit too much black on it. So I thought this is the only light coloured normie dress I have that's wedding appropriate. So that's why I brought it. But now I realised it's probably not because it's cream coloured. Most dudes have a sickness for the thickness, so don't worry. I'm not trying to dress for the male gaze. I just want to be able to fit my clothes. It's all very practical reasons, don't worry. I just don't want to buy new clothes. I don't want to buy new clothes. I want to fit my normal clothes. People would say you lose the weight from Japan from all the walking. Well, that's if you go out and start walking, right? If you're not outside walking, you're not going to lose the weight. I'm a hacker. Am I walking? I stream for like half the day. Hacking for most of the day. Sitting on a desk. So I'm not going to be losing anything, am I? Just being in Japan alone isn't going to make me lose it. But yeah, I'm gonna hit my exercise arc when I'm back. But yeah, that I'll thanks for the heads up though. I'll change my dress for tomorrow. Oh my god, I'm so glad I caught it. What else? What else? What else? Oh yeah, it was really funny. So like, you know, when I was so I packed my suitcase, right? And I told you my hand luggage, like my cabin luggage, so my cabin suitcase was almost 13 kilograms. So my laptop itself is about 2.5 kilograms. But I also have my mic stand, which is about a kilogram heavy. It's about a kilogram. And you might be thinking, why is a mic stand about a kilogram heavy? My mic stands, I've got two mic stands. I have an arm stand, which I usually use on my desk. I didn't bring that one. I also have a desk stand. Now, the desk stand is made of cast iron. It's a cast iron stand. And I brought that stand with me. And I put the stand in my cabin luggage, right? So now, Japan security in the airport. It's fine. I had to take everything off. Take my shoes off because my shoes were like 10 centimeter big platforms. Whatever. Had to take my laptop out of my suitcase, which was really freaking annoying because like it was really hard to put it inside because it's so big. I had to take that out and they stopped everything. They stopped everything to check it. Like, what's this? What's this? Why have you got this in your bag? What's that? What's that? Whatever. It was really annoying, and then it took me about 10 minutes to repack my suitcase, my cabin luggage suitcase, and repack my handbag as well. Oh yeah, so when I was stopped at security, right? I bring that stand out in the Japan, someone cooked steak on it, cook some eggs on it, fry some eggs on it. But yeah, when the lady was checking my bag and stuff, I was fine. Like, you know, she was doing her job. I was very polite. She was like, you know, very, I don't know, she seemed tired. She was just doing her job, right? And but then this kid, I think it's a kid, a butterball kid, a big back butterball kid, came up to her while she was like, you know, checking my bags. He was like, "Aho!" And I looked at him like, "Huh? What's that about? Like, why did he just come and call her an idiot?" He walked away and I was like, okay, maybe he's just got mental health issues, I don't know. But then she was like checking my bag, blah, blah. When she started checking my suitcase, this kid came back. He's like, "Shine, baba, aho, shine." And he's like telling her to die and calling her old. She looked like a young woman. She looked like she was in her 20s. And he was just like telling her to die and like, you know, swearing at her in Japanese. I was like, I was so confused. Like, does this kid have mental health issues? Like, is he crazy? Where's his parents? Like, why is he like, why is he abusing this poor woman? And then I was like, I looked at her. And the thing is, she wasn't making this woman didn't make eye contact with me once. And then when I looked at her, I was thinking, oh God, she's probably feeling like really like anxious right now. She's the reason why she's like not making eye contact, talking much is probably because like, like, you know, she's probably like, you know, gone through it today. And I was like, you know, "Darekani, you know, I call someone like for help." And she just like, she didn't respond. She just shook her head like that. Like, I felt really bad for her. I felt so bad. So like I finished up my stuff. She finished up checking my stuff and she gave it back to me. And I went to the repacking table to try and pack my stuff. And I kept looking behind me because I noticed the kid was coming back. He was just like circling around her. And so I tried to pack my stuff really quickly so I could finish. But it took 10 minutes. So I just, you know, everything was taken out. And I really wanted to call the security to try and help her because like she was just taking all this abuse. But by the time I finished packing, he disappeared. So I guess his parents had come out of like security and taken him away. But yeah, maybe for a really, really bad, like she was just doing her job. I'm assuming she must have security checked him and he just took it personally for some reason. But yeah, that was really like upsetting to see. Felt really bad for her. She you know, she just looked like a young woman, you know, she's doing her job. And okay, so something that's really annoying, right? So I never take a direct flight to UK because it's too expensive. So I usually fly. So my favorite method is flying via Korea because it kind of feels like a direct flight. So, because the flight to Korea is only about like an hour and a half or 2 hours from Japan. And then after that, it's just a direct flight from Seoul to London, right? So I prefer kind of like min-maxing like that. So, but the problem is when you take the flight to Korea, so from Tokyo to Seoul, you have to go through, even though you're transferring to a different flight, they still make you go through security again. Which is so weird. So they make you go to security again. And like, I only had about less than an hour transfer time. And the security queue was so long, and I was like, what the hell? What the heck? And then they made me take everything out. I thought they were gonna make me take everything out again. No. Okay, so they did stop me. So they allowed me to put like my bag and my suitcase and everything like on the stuff to check it at security. And I thought, oh my god, if they make me take everything out of my suitcase again and make me take my laptop out, it's over. Like I'm actually gonna miss my flight. That's how anywhere but Europe does it. Oh really? So it's just a Europe thing that doesn't do it? I think I'm too used to Europe. But anyway, so but they didn't make me take my laptop or anything out. However, they stopped me because of my my cabin luggage. This cabin luggage that my laptop is sitting on right now. So they stopped me for that. I was thinking, why are they stopping me? Is it the laptop? No, they didn't stop me for the laptop, guys. You know what they stopped me for? The mic stand. So they showed me the scan. They're like, what's this? What's this? And they pointed to it. It's a big round circle. Which is the cast iron plate for the stand of the mic. They're like, what's this? Why do you have this in your suitcase? And I was like, I swear it's not a weapon. This is a stand for a microphone. I swear I have a microphone stand. Why do I have a cast iron rod in my bag? Yeah, so they saw the rod and they saw the plate. And they're like, why do you have this in your bag? You're about to bludgeon someone? No, because I showed Gumi. I told Gumi about the story about how I got stopped for the cast iron stand, and she's like, yeah, I mean that's like a weapon. And I gave it to her. She's like, oh my god, it's so heavy. You can literally it's a blunt force weapon. You can literally hit someone over their head and knock them out. So no, I didn't say weapon. I didn't say I didn't. I was like, I just told him as a mic stand, and they just laughed at me and said, okay. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It's just a bomb. Yeah, nothing, no big deal. I just managed to hide that. But it was also really cool because they showed. I was able to see my laptop's internals as well from the scan. It looked very pretty. But yeah, I got stopped not for my laptop, guys. Not for my laptop. I got stopped for my mic stand. So the lesson here is, don't carry cast iron laptop and mic stands in your hand luggage. All right. So that happened, and then I got onto the plane for the main flight. Now I thought I was gonna have like mega anxiety over this because like for the past few flights I've been having really bad anxiety. I've been having really bad anxiety on flights. I don't know why, but I've been having like problems, and I go on flights often, so it shouldn't have happened. But yeah, I just started getting anxiety. So I was prepared for it. I was like, I need to try it and like not freak out. But the first thing is I was like, who I'm sitting with. Because if I'm sitting with people who are like overly large or have like, you know, kind of disgusting, that's gonna like, you know, maybe ramp up the anxiety. So I was just hoping I wouldn't be sitting next to any large people. And I was actually really lucky. So I was sat next to 2 people, a boy and a girl, and they were siblings, brother and sister. So the boy was about 17 or 18, I can't remember, and the girl was about 21-ish. Yo guys, can anyone buy me a VIP in Roblox in game, please? The thing is, all the Roblox money is going to the chips. I'm gonna have to, you know what, I'll give you the VIP timeout. I'm gonna give you the, you know, just a small 24 hours. You can get that instead. Larger vertically or horizontally? Horizontally. Vertically, I don't care so much. The horizontally is when they start crossing over into my space. I don't like that. I don't like it when they start crossing into my space. You flew yesterday and they wouldn't let you move seats during your flight when it was half empty. You should have just moved anyway, but where were you flying to, college? Last time I went on a big overseas flight, I was next to a Nepalese grandma who offered me chocolate. See, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. A small grandma. What if it was an apologetic horizontal person? I don't care about their attitude, but if they're like encroaching my space, I don't like it. Like if their arms and their shoulders and their legs are like going into my section, I can't be comfortable with that on a 14-hour flight. It's gonna make me anxious. I don't like other people's bodies, like strangers' bodies, touching me. You're going to LA for another con? What con is it? But yeah, I was sat next to this like a high school boy and his older sister who was a university student. And they were so cute. They were so cute. Like they were so excited. Like taking pictures of everything. They were taking selfies together. They were watching shows on the iPad together, playing games together. Not an anime con? Something normie? There's normie cons? College, you gotta tell us. College, come on, tell me what kind of con is this? Why are you going to LA for a con? What kind of con? What kind of con? But yeah, they're really cute, and they're Korean, so they're from Seoul actually. So this Korean boy and girl, siblings, brother and sister, and yeah, they were super cute. So I felt like comfortable around them. Because they're like, you know, non-threatening. They're very small. You know, they weren't like taking up too much space. And so the boy was sitting in the middle and the girl was in the window seat and I was in the aisle seat. So the flight went off without any problems and I felt like my anxiety wasn't like flaring up or anything like that. So I was okay. I was like, oh, great. Nice. And they were really cute. Like I think they had these like Korean pancake snack things with them. And the boy was like offering some to me. They were so cute, guys. They were so cute. So I didn't take it though, but it was very cute that they offered it to me. And then I started talking to them. So yeah, I found out he's like a high school boy. His sister's a university student. It's their first time ever going to Europe. They're going to the UK and then they go to Switzerland, France, Italy, Spain. Like they're going to like a little European world tour. And their first stop was London. And he was like, oh yeah, I use ChatGPT to like find places to go, recommended places. And he kept apologizing for his bad English. His English was so good. I was like, you know what? Your English is better than Japanese kids at your age. Because he's able to have like full conversations with me. So it was really, you know, he was a smart kid. And he was like really into football, which is why he was so excited to go to London as well. So that was like really cute. Oh yeah, and then something happened. Let me tell you guys what happened. So on about 3 occasions on this flight, there was really bad turbulence. Like I don't think I've ever experienced turbulence that bad before. Like the plane was shaking and jerking around like crazy. And twice actually when this turbulence happened, it happened during meal times. Now the first meal time when the turbulence happened, so I had a can of Sprite. I had a can of Sprite with my meal. And the turbulence was so bad that my tray table kind of everything like fell off. And my can of Sprite fell all over me, my seat, and went all over the poor boy. The entire can of Sprite went on the entire seat and all over me and partially on the boy as well. So I was like, oh god. I instantly got up. The poor boy, like he was like trying to like hold on to my tray so nothing else would fall. So he was like holding it. I was running to the bathroom to try and get some tissue. I was just getting tissue and like trying to absorb all of the Sprite that had fallen. There was a lot of it, so I had to make like 3 or 4 trips. And the boy had one piece of tissue like tried to offer, and it's like putting a piece of tissue into the ocean. And I tried to absorb and mop up all the drink. Eventually did, but the seat was still like really wet because like absorbed like all the drink, and I had to sit back down because the turbulence was really bad. So my butt got all wet from the Sprite. My butt was wet from the Sprite. I just sit on the wet seat, and I had to wait until I could get the cabin crew. And I told her, there's this one lady, one cabin crew lady I really liked. She was an older woman. She looked like she was in her 40s or 50s. I don't know. She looked like she was like older. But she was one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. Like she carried her age gracefully. And when I say gracefully, like her entire body language, the way she held herself, the way she spoke, her posture, everything was so graceful. She was so beautiful. Anyway, so I found that, like, you know, older lady, and I told her, oh, because of the turbulence, the Sprite went all over my seat. And she was like, don't worry, I'll get you an extra blanket. So what she did was, she was very quick thinking. She got me an extra blanket. She used the plastic from the blanket to cover the seat. And then she put, because the flight was fully booked, so there was like nowhere else she could have moved me. So she put the plastic on the seat, and then she folded up the blanket and she put it on top. And then she was like, yeah, now you can sit down. so she resolved the situation with grace. We like older women. She looked like she was definitely like in her 50s, I think. But she looked like she was gracefully in her 50s. Like her skincare was very good, and she just looked very beautiful. You can tell she was definitely like a drop dead beauty, like when she was, you know, younger. But she was also just the way, I think it was her entire, like her posture and just her general grace that made her extra like beautiful. Like beautiful was the word that I could use to describe her. Yeah, she was definitely very experienced. Like she seemed to be like you can tell as well from their confidence and their attitude, like, you know, how experienced the staff member is. And she seemed like she has been in the job for a long time. She just was confident with everything she did. She was a really nice lady. I liked her. But yeah, that happened. I dropped the turbulence dropped Sprite all over my seat. I got a wet butt, wet trousers, and yeah, but the kid, poor kid. There, I apologized to him. I said sorry. That's actually how we started talking. I didn't talk to him in the beginning. But yeah, you're imagining her standing beside a gamer hunchback fish with a can of Sprite in her hand. I don't have a hunchback. I know you guys imagine me with a gamer hunch, but I actually don't. I'm very conscious of having a straight back. I have PTSD. It was kind of like it whipped into me. And I think I developed a slight hunch. I developed a slight hunch when I moved to Japan. Because in my first flat, I didn't have a proper desk. And this laptop actually, this laptop that I'm using right now on top of my suitcase, I was using this laptop on a small folding table, and I had to kind of like almost hunch over it. So I kind of, my shoulders were curving forward instead of back. And yeah, I kind of got into a bad habit of doing that. No hunch, but perhaps a gaming den. Is you guys are the gaming head. You know, I wear Apple earphones. I don't even wear headphones. I wear Apple earphones. You guys wish I had a dent. It's actually you guys. You guys have the dent, and you're bored. Oh, chips, W me. But yeah, it kind of, so when I moved to Japan, it kind of like left my mind that I should keep my back straight, and I started hunching because of like my desk setup at the time. And then I think I already told you guys this story, but like there was this model scout. I got scouted to for like some like modeling jobs, and the scout, he also like works with models, like, you know, like I can't remember what he did. I forgot what he told me. Something like how models take care of themselves. And the first thing he told me, he was like, you'd be like extra beautiful if you know, actually pulled your shoulders back because you have a very slight hunch and you're losing your height as well from that hunch. And that moment when he told me that still lives rent-free in my mind. I can still think about it. And I always think about that time. I always think about that time, and then it makes me straighten up my back again. Because when someone points that out, it feels embarrassing. Sherry, thank you so much for 5 months of Overclock memberships. W Sherry, thank you so much. But yeah, that's why I keep my I'm conscious about keeping my back straight, because I don't want anyone to ever be like, hey, you got a hunch. Oh, but speaking of hunch right now, like my current setup is killing my back. I'm actually kind of hunched over right now because obviously like the weird setup I've got right now is really hurting me. It's always the unusual creative ones, you remember? Well, it was definitely unusual because remember, like I told you, I got scouted. It's not every day some model scouts you for a modeling job, right? So like I could trust what this guy was saying because like obviously he works with models and stuff like that. So I got the pro advice. Well, he actually literally showed me how to straighten, like, you know, pull my shoulders back and how to properly stand with better posture. So that was, you know, good. Got free advice. Only I have one of these now. Thank you, Taco, for 1 month of Overclock memberships. Thank you. Even though I did say you have to be a 3-month Overclock membership at minimum to get, you know, the gift at the expo. I'll make an exception for you, Taco, because you gave loads of gifted memberships. So there's an exception for you, Taco. Don't worry about it. Need a better gaming chair. Mouse and keyboard keep my body leaning forward. I think you do. I feel like the chair doesn't entirely help because I always tend to lean forward as well. It's just you lean forward with a straight back. You got scouted on the streets when you're a young adult. You looked them up later to find out the pseudo scam. But Taco! Wait, why did you give me more gifts? I already said you already gave me gifts before. Grrr, Taco. Grrr, shaking my face. Taco, what the heck? I didn't ask you for... Thank you so much, Taco. What are you doing? You're so silly. It's so silly. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. I was going to give you a gift anyway. W Taco, thank you so much. JB, thank you for 4 months of Overclock chips. That feel when you can't go to Vexpo. Well, I thought you were going to Anime New York City. I'll see you there. I'll still give you a gift when you're... Oh yeah, I thought I said it, but anyone at any Overclock membership for 3 months at least at Anime New York City, you also get a little gift from me as well. But thank you so much. Taco is absolutely a silly sausage. An actual silly sausage. Very, very silly. Thank you so much. Pain, I can never get it. I'm so break. Maybe one day I'll go to Texas. Maybe one day. Imagine Fisher, Texas. Actually, no, because remember I told you? My cousin lives in Texas now. What if I go to Texas? Oh, you'll also be there, college? Yeah, if you guys are going to Anime New York City, can you please go to the thread on Discord and say you're going to be there? Because if I don't know about it, then I can't give you anything. I can't give you a gift. So please write it in the thread. The Pioneer chips are going to get the blue badge soon. Oh yeah, 1 more month. Once you get 6 months, you're going to get the special blue Echo badge. He's not a sausage, he's clearly a taco. Oh, that silly octopus. That silly taco. I would die from Texas heat. When's wintertime in Texas? If you're in Texas, you're invited to the barbecue and range. Wow, I want to go to Texas. I want to buy some cowboy boots. Say howdy, partner. Howdy. What else do they say other than howdy, partner? This is a hold up. Howdy, partner. This is a hold up. Like that. In Texas, you can get boots, hat, and eat barbecue. They sell cowboy boots outside of Texas. We're invited to the cookout and the rodeo. Texas sounds so fun. I like the culture there. The rootin' tootin' pootin'. Hold your horses, little lady. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, I was middle talking about something. Oh, my back hurts. Oh yeah, the flight. So my strat. So I told you guys I have the strat, right, where I don't really like sleep. I try to sleep. I try to go like 24 hours without sleeping, or at least a really long time without sleeping before my flight. So I basically like pass out during the flight. And yeah, it worked. I slept for most of the flight. I know you guys were like, you're supposed to get Wi-Fi and talk to us, Fish. I tried to get Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi wasn't working. I really did try. I wanted to get Wi-Fi so I can talk to you guys on Discord and catch up with all the Discord. There was like thousands of messages I'm behind on Discord. But I couldn't because the Wi-Fi wasn't working. So we nearly died without you. Why? What happened? Education was draining from your brain. The last brain cell was hanging on for dear life. But yeah, because I couldn't have internet, I was like so bored, so I just slept. I did watch a couple of films. I watched some Korean films, but I mainly just slept. Played Tetris, actually. I played Tetris on the plane. On the plane TV. And so I played Tetris and I slept. That's what I did. And yeah, then I got to the UK. And my luggage came out like instantly. Oh yeah, so I took a picture of the UK border. The guys, they did let me in. They did let me into the border. It was very easy. I just told them that I'm not a suspicious person. I'm not a hacker. I'm a totally normal person with 0 Lambos, 0 Rolexes, 0 houses and private islands. I'm just a normal person. Fish, did you do your 48 hours awake before the trip? No, I did 24 hours awake. But yeah, I told them I was a normal person, and like, how much did you bribe them? Nothing! I didn't bribe them anything. They let me in, trust me, like for free. In fact, they're like, whoa, we know that you're the famous TRiGGERPHiSH, but we can't, like, you know, make you admit it, because like we don't want you to go to jail. But we're fans of your work, TRiGGERPHiSH. We're gonna have to let you in. For free. All according to Keikaku. And then yeah, but I managed to get in very fast. It was all very fast and easy. Scanned my passport, got in through the gate. It makes me think though, because like to enter Korea, to enter Japan, to enter China, I had to go to different gates. I had to go through rigorous security screenings and like questionings and everything. Yet, no foreigner who enters the UK has to do that. They all get to go through the same gate I do. They've all got the powerful passports where they can just enter easily. Whereas I have to go through like hell with my British passport in South Korea, China, Japan, Thailand. It's not fair. I feel like we need to give equal treatment here. We need an exclusive gate just for the British people. That's not fair. I want exclusivity as well. I don't want to have to fill in paperwork all the time. Why aren't they filling in paperwork? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then yeah, I was in. And I sat in the airport for a bit. I brushed my teeth. And then I went on the train. And then I took the train to Gumi's house. And then I took a taxi to Gumi's house from the station. The taxi driver was a proper Essex man. All right, love. Talking like this. You know, it was a black cab, so he was talking like a black cab driver. And then I got to Gumi's house. Gumi had some dinner prepared for me, but I was really, really stuffed because like I ate so much stuff on the flight because they fed us like so many meals and snacks. So I was really full. Black cab. Do you guys not have black cabs in America? You know what a black cab is, right? Is that a British thing? Is black... Are black cabs British things? Hold on. Let me... You have Ubers. Well, everywhere has Uber. I know that. Black cab. Yellow cabs? We have auraless Ubers and Lyfts. You mean taxi, right? A black cab is a London black cab. You just Google it. Just Google London black cab. Oh, okay, I've Googled it. A hackney or hackney carriage, also called a black cab, is a carriage or car for hire. It's a symbol of London and Britain. A black taxi is a common sight on the streets of London. Oh, it's a London thing. In the UK, the name hackney carriage today refers to taxi cab licensed by the Public Carriage Office. Oh. Oh, so it's a London thing. Okay, I see. So you say yellow cab in... No, so black cab is an actual, like... Black cabs aren't even common outside London. I thought it was... I didn't know that, Duns. I had no idea. I had no idea. I didn't know. Is there a difference between black and yellow? We don't have yellow taxis in the UK. We only have black taxis in the UK. Wait, that's a British thing? That's a London thing. A black cab sounds like something a bunch of people in suits come out of if you recently saw UFO. I mean... Huh, I don't know. Like, it's quite common. It's uncommon in London. You see black cabs everywhere in London. And usually black cab drivers are from, like, Essex or, like, from the east. It's kind of like how in Japan, taxi drivers are, like, from Osaka or something. From Kansai. To be a black cab driver, you have to take a special test called the Knowledge after memorizing pretty much the entire map of London. Yeah. Black cab drivers are, like, you know, they know everything. They know the map of London. They don't use GPS or anything. And yeah, it's really hard to become a black cab driver. And you went to New York? It's all yellow cabs there. I know the yellow there. My uncle owns some cab company in New York. And they're yellow. Ah, so it's a fancy taxi? I guess so, yeah. I mean... It's different from regular taxis. It is a fancy one, but I had no choice because that was what was around, and I didn't have internet on my phone, so I couldn't get an Uber. It was really expensive. It cost like, because it was actually like she lives only like an 8-minute walk away from the station, so in theory it should be a very quick drive. But the journey cost me about £15, which is really expensive. It's really expensive, but like, you know, I had no choice. I was so tired. Like my arms felt like torn. The muscles in my arms felt like they were torn up because my suitcases were so heavy. I was just so tired. I just wanted to go home. Like I just didn't want to. I didn't have internet to call an Uber. I couldn't walk. I was just too tired. My muscles, like it didn't take me. Even right now, my biceps haven't healed. Like it feels like the muscles have been torn there. And also both of my knees are bruised. I've got like big bruises on both of my knees because like my knees kept hitting my suitcase. So, and I had to like push it with my legs as well. So like I just couldn't walk. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to pay the extra for the black cab. I think that's what they prey on, that you have no choice. Well, everyone has internet nowadays. I didn't have a SIM card, so I didn't have internet. The London black cabs have very specific shapes. They're not just normal car converted for taxis. Yes, exactly. They're specifically like, you know, they're specifically made for. They're specifically like, they're called the hackney carriages. They have a very like, you know, domed shape. Yeah, they're not normal cars. But yeah, I knew I didn't mind paying the extra because like it was better than just walking or like trying to get, you know, internet somehow. Taxis in Tokyo are so cheap you can use as a day thing. What are you talking about, Maho? Taxis in Tokyo aren't cheap. Unless you're rich. So you know when I went to, I told you guys I went to like a dance studio at midnight, right? I took a taxi home because I didn't feel safe to walk. It was one station away from mine. It was a 20-minute walk from my station or 20-minute walk from my flat. It cost me 2,500 yen. That's like 25 pounds to us, you know, GDP value. That was a lot of money. That's like my food money for a whole day. For like a 5-minute drive. It's so expensive. I don't take taxis in Japan because they're just too expensive. And I don't know any Japanese person unless like they're rich business people. I heard the London black cab test is very tough. You have to memorize thousands of streets. Yeah, it's really hard to become a black cab driver. Ma's got a stack for us to borrow. I want to know that too. If you have Lambos in a Tokyo taxi, be cheap for you. Listen, all my money went into Lambos. I invest all my money in Lambos and private jets. So like, you know, I don't have any money to spare on taxis. Isn't it late night? Yeah, I think it's the late night fee is what made it expensive. It's cheaper than owning a car. But you know what's cheaper than owning a car and using a taxi? Is using the train. Yeah, it was because it was late at night, but it's still expensive even when it's not at night. Like, I don't take the taxi for a reason. Yeah, it was like extra expensive, but it still doesn't make it less expensive. Unless you're paying in pounds. If you're paying in pounds, then yeah, it's cheap. Because obviously the yen is very weak, pound is strong. And then it's cheap, but I wasn't paying in pounds, was I? I was paying in my yen. The poor yen. Anorak, thank you so much for 5 months of Overclock memberships. W Anorak, thank you so much. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Ow, my back. Ouch, 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 ouch. Ugh. But yeah, then I got to gummies. We were just like hanging out and talking a lot. It was really fun. And then we went shopping the next day. So that was yesterday we went shopping. And I already spoke a bit about it. I went to a few shops. I went to Central. I went to like Tottenham Court Road. And I was surprised at a lot of changes. I saw there's a new, like there's a Krispy Kreme shop there now. There's Dunkin' Donuts. There's a lot of new shops. And it was quite cool to see the changes. But also, I guess a negative thing I wanted to mention is like, I feel like people are getting worse in the sense that the customer service was so bad. Like everyone was just brain dead and rude. And now, I don't know if I'm just seeing it from a very Japanese lens, but like, I kind of understand now when Japanese people say, oh yeah, customer service people, like, you know, people are so rude in the UK. Like, you know, the shop staff are so rude. Like, I actually understood that. I felt the same way. I felt the same way because like everyone was just like, so is that Zoomer staff? Yeah, I think they're all Zoomers. They're all Zoomers. Like they're all on their phones or they're just like not looking at and like they don't give a crap. They're just like all, and they're all lazy and slow. They're so lazy and slow. Like I don't remember things being like that before. But I don't know if I've just forgotten or not. Like the inefficiency, like everyone was just like taking their sweet time in the world to do everything. They're on their phone, they're lazy, they're brain dead, they're like, huh? What? Like they're not understanding what you're asking. For example, like I think one thing that, for example, I tried to buy this like face cream, right? And it's a pretty expensive face cream. And they've, for some reason, locked it up into like plastic cases because I guess people try to steal it. And I had to go to, everything was self-service. And I had to go to I had to find a cashier lady or like someone to help to try and take it off. So I said to her, excuse me, can I get some help? She was like, what? And I was like, can you follow me to my, you know, self-checkout? She's like, what do you need? I was like, there's some plastic case on my product. I need you to take it off. She's like, what? It's like, why are we having this whole conversation? Why are you saying what to me like a rude... Anyway, I was like, why are we having this conversation? If you just followed me where you need to because you need to take the thing off, you see it for yourself. And then I was like, well, can you just follow me? She's like, well, I don't understand what you're talking about. I was like, you need to take something off my product. I don't know what it's called because I've never seen it before. Because again, I'm like basically new to the UK again. And she was like tutted and she followed me. And then she saw it, she's like, oh, I'm like, yeah, can you take it off? She's like, oh, yeah, I'll do that. She was talking so slowly, like you could tell she was a stupid, like, you know, she's just dumb. And so she took it, she took the stuff off and then she came back with it. It's just so weird that like it's just so brain dead behavior. Maybe she was on something? No, because they were all like that. It didn't used to be like this. Definitely it's getting worse. No, so dance. I don't remember things being like this 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I really don't remember things being like that. So I was actually really shocked. Like, lobotomized. No, I'm actually not joking. I feel like they're actually lobotomized. Like, they actually act like they've been lobotomized. So that happened in Boots, by the way. That was in Boots. So then I went downstairs in Boots. And I forgot I needed to buy something else. And there was like, Gumi was like, I don't see a cashier. I don't see a till in this downstairs part of Boots. I was like, oh, there's a till at the back. And she's like, oh, but there's no one there. So I went there. There was a woman there. She was just like hiding at the back, leaning against the wall on her phone. And I was like, I had to like, I cleared my throat. I was like, she didn't look up. I said, excuse me. She glanced up at me and then went back down at her phone. And I had to rap on the, like, I was like, on the till saying, excuse me. And then, yeah, she ended up coming. She didn't even say anything. She just basically took the items. She made zero eye contact, by the way. She just, like, started scanning the stuff and, like, you know, doing the checkout. The entire thing was, like, wordless other than, do you need a bag? Do you need a bag? And then, like, you know, I was like, no. And then, you know, she just, like, went back on her phone. Like, they didn't even ask how you want to pay, cash or card or whatever. I think they just assume everyone's going to pay by card, which is fine. It's efficient. But, like, and I guess I'm so used to in Japan, they ask you, do you want to pay by cash or card? They always ask you your payment method. So I kind of, like, stood there waiting and I realized, oh, I got to just tap my card. But yeah, it's just, they just act very lobotomized. This is very weird. And that was in Boots. The same thing happened in all the other shops I went to. I went to about 5 or 6 shops. Every single shop had the same behavior. Actual lobotomized bot behavior. Like, I don't remember things being like that ever before. So it actually made me feel really concerned. Like, and yeah, they were all young people. They all look like they were in their 20s. Like, it just made me feel really concerned. Like, no, because if someone's tired of having a bad day, you can tell they're tired of having a bad day. You can tell from their attitude, right? You can see they're tired. Like, for example, the security lady who was doing my stuff in Japan, she was tired and having a bad day. I could tell. I didn't call her rude, did I? Even though technically she didn't make eye contact with me at all and she was barely speaking to me, which Japanese people would call rude. Customer service. I didn't say that because I knew she was having a bad day and she was, you know, tired. These people aren't tired of having a bad day. They were literally just stupid, lobotomized. Like, young people, it's a phenomenon called the Zoomer stare. They dance, it's an actual thing. Like, they were literally just like, it's like the lights are on but no one's home. Like, I don't understand what's going on. It's so bad. Like, it was very bizarre. I just felt a bit, this is why I didn't like my co-workers in retail. I do feel like this is a new thing, a new development, because I remember 6 years ago, it wasn't like this here. It wasn't like this. Things were normal 6 years ago. I don't know what's happened, like, now. It was honestly very shocking and very, like, it almost feels like a culture shock. It was very strange. I just didn't really know how to process it, honestly. Like, I was just really, like, I felt a bit, like, sad, almost. Because things have changed and not for the better. That's one thing I noticed. Another thing I noticed was everything was dirty. Everything was just dirty. And you might think, oh, it's because everyone's overworked and there's not enough staff. No, I saw plenty of staff milling about. They were just like standing there, staring into space or on their phones. You know, back in my day, if I worked in retail and I was on my phone, I would have been fired. You weren't even allowed to have your phone on you on the floor. So I'm just really shocked, like, how things have gotten to this point. I just don't know how it's okay. Yes, back in my day, guys. Back in my day. Back in my... Look, listen, even just 5 years ago, things were like this. Back in my day, 6, 7 years ago, if I had my phone out on me, I would have been fired. The dirtiness thing hasn't helped from living in Japan. I don't remember things being this dirty here. Like, I really don't remember things being this bad. Like, it's so bad. It's just really bad. It's just... I don't know. Like, it was so dirty. There was, like, rubbish everywhere. Footprints. Like, it was so disgusting. Like, I just didn't feel like I was in the UK. I really felt like I was in a... I felt like I was in a developing country. And I really hate to say that. And I'm not trying to be rude. But I really felt like I was in a developing country. I didn't feel like I was in England. And it really pains me to even say this out loud. But I just felt really disgusted and disappointed. Like, things have definitely changed from how it was about 6, 7 years ago. London is particularly suffering. Yeah, I mean, I can only talk about London because, like, you know, that's where I was living. But compared to, like, you know, years ago, it's definitely changed. And it's become very, you know, developing country vibes. And I don't like that. I really don't like that. I know the economy's suffering, but, like, I think the kids here are the problem. I don't know. Germany's kind of similar. Rude attitude and arrogance. Kids stop working and the older generation is just picking up the slack. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens in Japan as well. In Japan as well, a lot of older people are the only ones who know how to do proper customer service. American cities are suffering so poorly. It's terrifying. I don't have much experience in America, but when I went to California, it seemed okay. Maybe COVID did all that. What, turned them all brain dead and lobotomized? Is that what the vaccines did? Lobotomize them? London is the effing toilet at the moment. I get a good chance of getting the fudge out of here. I think if you can afford to live in London, it's fine. I can't afford to live here, but if I could, I'd still live here. I'd just be very sad and disappointed about the state of things, to be honest. The same here in France. It might just be a world thing. But I guess it's reaching Japan a bit slower than, you know, the rest of the world. But it was, yeah, I guess it was a lot of a culture shock. And maybe, yeah, I guess I'm too used to how things are done in Japan as well. More than I thought I was. But yeah, the laziness and rudeness of, like, shop staff. Like, the brain-dead, lobotomized stare that they give. Like, that's just... It really felt jarring. And it was a very big culture shock to me. By the way, can I get a stream check? Like, has things been okay? Like, have I been cussing out? Well, there are no kids in Japan. Good point. I guess that's a good point, Maho. That's a good point. There are fewer youth in Japan, so that's probably why it's slower. Oh yeah, there's something cute did happen. On our way home, the webcam is frozen, but the audio is good. Yeah, I noticed my webcam freezing. It's not picking up my face properly. Ah, it's okay now. It's just me that's laggy? Yeah, if it's just me, then it's okay. But at least not the stream cutting out. That's worse. But yeah, something cute happened. On our way home, when we were walking home, this girl on a bicycle cycled past me. And she was like, "I love your t-shirt, by the way," to me, and that was really cute. So I was wearing a Junji Ito Tomiye t-shirt. It was really very guru looking t-shirt, and she said yeah, she liked my t-shirt, so that was cute. Oh yeah, actually, so I went to a perfume shop. I went to a perfume shop to buy like to restock my perfume that I usually use. And there was this girl in the perfume shop and she stopped me. She's like, oh my god, excuse me. I just have to say I love your aesthetic. And then she was like talking to Gumi for like 10 minutes, I don't know, for ages, asking about her hair, her fashion, everything else, asking how to dye her hair. It was really, really funny. Was it one of those YouTube moments? No, I just said thank you. That's it. She was cycling past and said thank you. But yeah, 13-year-old girls love Gumi. She's living their dream life. All her tattoos, her dyed hair, her clothing. She has the drip confirmed. Yeah, I liked what she was wearing that day. I liked her clothes that day. Oh yeah, by the way guys, so my suitcase, my check-in luggage, something really bad happened. It has a bald spot, like you guys. Reminds me of the chips. The airline broke my luggage, so it literally has a massive bald spot. Like the plastic broke off, and there's a massive like bald spot. And I don't know what to do about it. That's never happened to me before. Like, do I report it? Do I get a refund? Do they? I didn't keep the receipt for my suitcase. The suitcase is like 2 years old. I've taken it on flights with no problem before, but somehow they broke it. It's got a bald spot now. I have to buy a new suitcase, and that's stressing me out because suitcases are expensive here. I'd rather buy one from Japan. I'm gonna have to try and borrow one, I guess, when I go to New York, but I'm really stressed about that now. It's got a massive bald spot. I have to shave it all off. But then it's just gonna become a bag with no plastic to cover it. Can never escape the baldage. I think the suitcase was trying to cosplay as the chips, and that's why I got a bald spot. Yeah, they broke my suitcase, guys. What do I do? What do I do? I was thinking maybe I should just patch it up. Slap a sticker over the damaged part. Okay, I was thinking of doing the same thing. Just putting like sellotape, like putting a whole bunch of tape, putting like something plastic over it and then taping it. I don't know what else to do. But the problem is, even if I tape over it, because there's a crack in the plastic, it may crack and break the entire case, or that half of the case. So I'm really worried. Like, what if I go to New York and end up with a fully broken suitcase? I'm pretty sure suitcases cost way more in New York than it costs in the UK. Flex tape. It's just a really annoying situation. It was a really cute suitcase too. I'd rather buy new ones in Japan, because I think Japan made suitcases are really good. But yeah, that happened. That happened. I'm getting tired. I have to wake up soon to get ready for the wedding. It's only going to get worse. I've had the metal frame of suitcases bent before. Oh my gosh. Metal frames bent. Well, Kai, do you think if I take a flight to America, will the entire suitcase break? If there's like one hole in it already and cracks, do you think the entire thing will break in the next flight? Everything breaks is sometimes sooner than we'd like. I know you're trying to be really profound right now, Flames, but I've literally never had a suitcase ever break. Never ever had one break. Possibly. Yeah, I might have to borrow one. Hold on. Sorry, you're hearing the tin. Anyone who's new here, I'm streaming on top of a suitcase and a and a metal tin right now. Sorry. This is supposed to be a short stream. How long have I been streaming for? Oh, almost 3 hours. Guys, short stream next time, I promise. Time for a rest, bitch. I'll stream for about 20 minutes, I think. The crack will get bigger, so it'll depend on the build. You might be able to tape inside and outside and it'll be fine. Should I take the risk if I do that? Maybe I could. I don't want to buy a new one. The airplane workers might be gentle in your luggage, so I can see it happening. Yeah, especially in America, I don't think they're going to be gentle. No, I'm not being profound. There's actually no product designed to have zero failure states. I'm aware, but I'm saying it doesn't mean that everything will break, you know, very soon. I mean, unless it was built that way. Usually more expensive products are built more to last. My Japanese suitcases, like suitcases that were made in Japan, have always lasted. And the ones from the UK. This one was like some cheap one made in China, I think. That's probably why it broke. Average shortfish stream. Well, the longest I've streamed was like, what, 10 hours or something, right? I wouldn't risk my luggage personally. Hi, Comlin! That's true, I probably shouldn't risk it. I don't want to spend... It's going to cost like £50 to buy another, like, the cheapest one's going to be like £55 or something. So I just buy a new one. That £55 could be used to, like, you know... I don't know. Something valuable. Hello everyone, the vile creature known as Overtime has finally released me. Oh my god, he's been released from the cage. He's freed. Dobby's free. Dobby got a sock. Dobby's free. I don't sound like Dobby anymore. $50 of McNuggets. I actually had McDonald's, by the way, yesterday. Had the good old McDonald's taste. Never having it again. Just wanted to have it for nostalgia purposes. Got a McChicken. Well, that's keeping your stuff safe. I'm not taking anything valuable. Like, my suitcase will just be full of stuff for the chips. I'm not saying that it's not valuable. It's all like snack stuff. My actual valuable stuff, I'll be keeping it in my hand luggage. Like, in my cabin. The suitcase is just for, like, souvenir things. Use some rubber cement to fill in the cracks. And then put stickers over it. Rubber cement. I think I'll figure something out. I never put anything valuable in my check-in luggage, ever. I always keep my valuable stuff in my... Or, like, important stuff in my hand luggage and cabin. How does British McDonald's compare to Japan? Okay, so this is a very subjective thing. But the chips are always just better in the UK. The McDonald's chips are better in the UK. But McDonald's Japan has different items. So it depends on if you prefer the items they have there. I personally like British McDonald's. I don't really eat McDonald's in Japan. Like, sometimes I get the, you know, the ebi... The prawn katsu burger, but... Which is like a Japan exclusive thing, but other than that, I don't really eat Japanese McDonald's. Unless there's some new like collab item, like a Gundam collab or something, then I wouldn't eat it. Price-wise? Well, it depends. Are you talking about GDP price or are you talking about exchange price? Because exchange-wise, of course, Japan's going to be cheap for everything if you're paying in pounds. But GDP-wise, it's practically the same. It's a little bit cheaper, maybe slightly cheaper. 800, 900 yen for a meal, which is kind of like £8-9. So it's kind of the same. I don't know. Like, I missed a lot of stuff about the UK. I think I told you guys, talking about it months ago, so maybe a lot of you weren't here, but around January time, I think. Who are the OG chips? Which OG chips are still here? January chips. Inev? Drake? I like McDonald's in Japan best, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, but you're comparing it to US McDonald's. I actually like US McDonald's. The chips tasted like consomme. But yeah, oh, Delta as well. Yeah, Delta. Methy. Alright, you're in the UK right now. You Sugru. What is Sugru? Talk about all the UK food you miss when you go to McDonald's. Hey, I ordered Greg's this morning. You know, Gummy's flatmate walked past me in the living room, was like, "Did you order Greg's?" In the most like, you know, judging tone in the world. Yes, I did order Greg's. I had a Greg's for breakfast. And my traditional British food. Aaron's here. Okay. I think Cole's gone to bed. But anyway, the reason I'm asking is because in January, you were a debut chip. I know, Drake. I remember you from debut. But the reason I'm saying is because like in January, I think early January, I was talking about how I felt like I was having identity issues. And it was my first time feeling like that. I think because I'd lived in Japan for so long at that point, I was getting serious identity issues. Like I couldn't really... You remember that stream? Yeah, it was a pretty tough stream for me because it was actually where I was acknowledging out loud that I was having some issues. Like I didn't truly feel British, but it's not like I feel, oh, I'm stuck. Hello? Hello? Webcam? Okay. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, yeah, I was having like some pretty deep identity issues because like I felt like I was losing my Britishness, but I am British, so it's not like I can be anything else. Yeah, to my accent slipping. Yeah, I mean that I bring up a lot still because that's still true. Like my pronunciation and accent is really weird now, like a mix of weird American and weird Japanese sounds. It started, I think, because you were losing your accent in Japanese in Japan because you were saying to talk in Japanese in Japan. Yeah. So I think the American thing was what started it. But mainly, like, I just kind of lost how to be British, I guess. Like, because it's not just the accent, right? Like, with being British, it's not just the accent, but we have our own, like, culture and personality as well. And that's what I felt like I was missing the most. And it kind of solidified even more when I was, like, having to talk to my sister's teachers and, like, other people, like, the social services. I wasn't able to do small talk effectively. I wasn't able to like kind of talk normally. I felt like really, really weird. I just felt odd. I didn't feel like I belonged anymore. And I don't know if it's because I didn't go back last year. Last year I didn't go back in the summer because I was preparing for my debut for Aegis-Link. And I don't know, like maybe I kind of regret that because maybe I needed to go home to kind of keep in touch with my roots. So yeah, I've been having this growing sense of unease and like lost feeling of identity. And actually, speaking about that, I think a lot of it resolved when I started streaming regularly. I think, yeah, because once I started streaming regularly, those feelings stopped. So I think maybe loneliness was part of that feeling, but also I think just regularly speaking English again on stream would really help me. More than I realized. And so that helped. But I guess my experience yesterday, it kind of brought back those feelings of identity again because like I was looking at the issues, like all these like weird lobotomized bot stuff, the dirtiness of everything. And it's not the UK that I remembered or the London that I remembered. And I don't know if I'm being too harsh in my judgment because I came from Japan and I'm thinking from a Japanese point of view or not. So I don't know. I guess I'll have I'll have more stronger feelings on this subject, on how I feel maybe by the end of the month. Let's see how it turns out at the end of August. I'll check in with you guys in the end of August about this topic and tell you how I'm feeling about my identity at the end of the month, if it's fixed or not. As a new chip, it was very obvious you're very much so British when I first encountered you. No, but then Americans only hear the accent. They don't know anything about the attitude, the way of thinking and things like that. No, that's less your roots problem, but a generational problem. I don't know that though. Like, I don't know if it is or not. Like, what if things were like this before and I just didn't realize or remembered? I don't know. Ugh. It might be the shock and the freshness of the contrast. Maybe. Hold on, I'm gonna have to put my mic down. My back is hurting. I really need to like stretch a bit. Oh god, I just knocked stuff over. Shoot. Oh god, I just knocked over all the things. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god. Painful. Oh god, what else did I knock over? Oh no. I think it was just this one thing. I think. Oh my gosh, there's so many things. There's so many things over here. I think I picked something up. Oh god, this room is so small. The banter. Yeah, I can't banter anymore. I think that's one of the things. Like, bantering is so easy normally, but like I just lost my ability to banter. And like what the whole like dry wit and humor and stuff like that. I just lost that. I think you've expanded your worldview. I don't want to become Miss Worldwide. I just want to be myself. But who am I anymore? Am I British anymore? Who am I? The thickness strikes again. This wasn't even my thickness. I just like, I think it was like I moved my arm and my arm lacked it. But yeah, oh god, I really hope I can stream from the living room tomorrow. It really hurts. This setup hurts. It's painful. It's pain. You can banter just fine. You can do it with a bored person. I hope there's bored people at this wedding. So I can make fun of them for being bored. Call them a barcode hug it. The fish face strikes again. Listen, I'm not used to being in such a tiny... Like, I'm used to tiny rooms because I came from Japan, okay? I'm used to being in a tiny place. But this is like really cramped. This is like really, really cramped. I think it's not... Okay, it's not the fact that it's cramped. But it's the fact that there's so many tiny things everywhere. Little tiny figures everywhere. Someone remind me to take a picture of my new boots so I can show you guys. Actually, maybe I shouldn't. I'm not going to show you my boots. There's going to 100% going to be bald people there. I don't think so. I mean, people are balding at my age. I feel really bad for them. I feel so bad. I don't think people will be bald at my age. At this age. Like, that's really sad. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. My legs are like pushed against the metal bed frame and I feel like it's gonna bruise. My entire leg is gonna be bruised. I've already got very bruised knees. Mid-20s is where a lot of guys start balding. Yeah, they start getting bald spots and balding on top of their head. They don't lose all their hair, right? Like, can you guys still hear me? I've been talking this whole time and the mic's been away from me. It's so jarring to see my OBS like flashing red this entire stream. It's been struggling to carry on. Oh, carry on! Sensible, thank you so much for the super chat again! Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you! Thank you for fighting the clutter and enduring yourself to stream to us, WFish. I need to figure something out. I don't want to like stop streaming. I feel like this sort of stuff is going to put me off. I need to figure something out. But I want to say a big thank you to Maho, Delta, Drake, Sir Simple Lot, and Taco and Inev. Thank you so much for all the support today. Thank you so much. I appreciate all that stuff. It's nice to welcome back. Welcome back party from the chips. Thank you, Delta, for the super chat. Guys, stop super chatting! Stop it. You're gonna become extra bored. Extra shiny headed. Hold on, let me see if I can find someone to raid. Will raiding work? Will my PC explode? Praying for the Vexpo gift? No, but Taco, like, it's not something big, and I feel bad. I'm not trying to, like, hype it up. Is this gonna be like a...
$100 has been fished from Zaku. Thanks for keeping this server running. Thanks for the stream fish.
Wait. This is really off topic. But like, I realized I actually don't sound like a seagull, and you guys have been believing me all along because the seagulls outside of Gummy's flat and they didn't sound like me. Going back to the topic, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Surprise fish at you face. Wait. Oh god, it's even worse with the webcam lagging. Zaku, thank you so much. What the heck? Why'd you do that? I'm gonna beat you up, Zaku. I'm gonna beat you up and give you an extra bald spot. How dare you? How dare you do this? How dare you? Why? I beat you up. Thank you so much. Oh, Zaku really missed you. Zaku sent me a Maro. Thank you so much, guys, and to those who also sent me Maros, like while I've been like away. Thank you so much. Enjoyed reading them. I thought you said seagull at first. No, I'm telling you, I don't sound like a seagull because Gumi has seagulls outside her flat. You know how I have like the crows? She's got the seagulls, and they don't sound like me. They don't sound like me. We all missed you. You guys better miss me, or else you know what's gonna happen, right? You know what's gonna happen, right? You know what's gonna happen if you say you don't miss me. You know what's gonna happen. Do I need to say more? Do I need to say what's gonna happen? Oh, I'm gonna be educating you. Exactly. I'm gonna be educating you guys. I'm not ready for the education. Drake wants to be taken out. But anyway, thank you so much, Zaku. W Zaku. Massive big dubs to Zaku. We're gonna get lots of W Zakus in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to say bye. It's not that I missed you guys, but like, you know, it was fun. It's so fun streaming. And
$100 has been fished from Cryptic Kai. Thanks for keeping this server running. Okay. Okay. Put the book and gun away, fish. I missed you too.
Guys, did I not tell you to stop? Did I not tell you to stop? Kai, you already gave the keyboard fund. You dropped 50 gifted memberships the other day. What is wrong with you? Did you say you were struggling as well? Guys, you need to take care of yourselves, please. You think we listen? Ever, what if I feel, you want me to feel guilty? Want me to feel guilty about it? Sabikai, thank you so much. Sabikai. Point that black Tupperware at me all you like. I'm from the USA. This was comfortable. Also, you're definitely part seagull. Flames, thank you for the super chat. Firstly, what do you mean black Tupperware? And this is a real metal gun, alright? Don't question it. Don't question it. Secondly, I'm not part seagull. I'm 100% human. I don't sound like a seagull, and it was proven. It was proven today. I pointed out to Gumi, I didn't sound like a seagull. Okay, Chips, I have to go. I'm going. Gotta get ready for the wedding tomorrow, okay? I'll let you guys know how the wedding is. I'll talk to you guys from the wedding. I'll be on Discord during the wedding. Okay, let's do the raid. Maybe we can raid into Pia. I see Pia streaming. Let's raid into Pia. Okay, let me set the raid up. Ouch. Wait, how did you get this gun across the border? Kai. Did it? Who asked you to ask questions? Who asked you to ask questions? Why are you thinking about that? Why are you asking questions like that? Don't worry, no one needs answers to things like that. Right, anyway, so it seems like I've gotta run now. Have Discord as your +1 for the wedding. I'll dress up my phone and say it's my +1. Alright, thank you so much everyone for coming today. It was so fun catching up and talking. My back is killing me. I would have stayed longer. I'll figure something out for the next stream. I'll figure something out. We've got to figure something out because this is killing me. We might have to just go back into the other room, and you guys also have to put up with, like, you know, the sounds of Gibby's flatmate like coughing or whatever. I think it's gonna. We might have to do that. But I will see you guys tomorrow if I have the energy when I come back. If I'm not dead from being at this wedding. Other than that, it'll be Saturday, I think. So I'll see you guys again. All right, it's time to finish this from London. What's the trigger from London?